Thank you JLuz_ for subscribing for 7 months. Calico 1 hype, Calico 1 hype, Calico 1 hype.
I'm back. I don't know if my words worked. It felt like I went very high chat. Hello everyone. I have a lot to catch up on. Also, I thought I was all set up and then I realised I hadn't moved the Stream Deck forward. So that's why we took a little bit longer than planned. Because I'm trying to remember how to do everything and my desk is a chaotic mess. And honestly, I didn't expect... I think this is a thing that I even know very successful streamers who they take a break and they're there going, I hope people are still here when I come back. And I was there thinking, well, if nobody's here, what if I'm just kind of shouting into the void and, people might show up in 30 minutes' time. What happens if nothing? But that didn't happen. You were all amazing. Mr. Wizard, thank you for your lurk. Mr. Wizard started lurking before the stream started. That is how organised Mr. Wizard was. Slugnacious, thank you so much for being first. And JLuz for being second. And Gloel for being third. And then we have all the thank yous. And then, okay, let's try and do it orderly. I looked through my activity feed. So, JLuz, thank you for the resub. 7 months. That's a long time. Luminary, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Is that Zest? Wait, no. Cloaca? What the hell's a cloaca? Let's look it up. It's... Oh my god. I do like how cursed that intro is. It's so utterly broken. Hey, Blobby! But I gotta keep it. Hey, Zest, how are you doing? Or Cloaca. And Slugnatius, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs, which means in a moment, once I've said hi, I am going to eat one of these Bean Boozled, because I forgot to add that. But yes, if there are 5 gift subs, I will eat the cursed Bean Boozle. It's been a while, I might as well lose my taste buds. So thank you for the gift sub to Earthy Moon, Misty Rosie, I love Misty, Bishop, Nemo. Nemo is a lovely, lovely. I mean, I'm being selective here. I'm picking, yeah. I'm grateful for all of them. Fox of Tacos, that's good. I know Fox of Tacos is often here. But it is always particularly nice to see the randomizer gift out gift subs to people, I think. People. Gloel, how are you doing? Food morning. Yeah, food morning. I'm here for food morning. And thank you so much for the 25 stream streak. A huge stream streak indeed. Yes, I would not be able to act well in the slightest on the faking the Bean Boozle. Imagine actually, after saying all that, I didn't check chat. Imagine if I was just talking to myself and you were all there going, it's muted, it's muted. Why are you not paying attention to being muted? But yeah, you're shouting into the void, but the void is shouting back. I like that, yes. I struggle to remember how to do my job when I take time off. Me too, to be honest. Yeah, it's a weird one. To be fair, I've known multiple streamers who averaged 100 plus viewers or so, and then quickly lost their audiences after breaks. It's a risk. Yeah. Don't you dare, Gloel. you made me question myself. Cloaca, how are you doing? I took a week off work and started to forget some of the computer stuff I do already. It makes me happy I'll transition to retirement easily one day. Yeah, that is the advantage. I mean, today I haven't had any writing. You say today. I haven't got any freelance work lined up at the moment, so that's exciting. But it's okay right now. I've got a plan. I'm going to plan on words. I'm going to work on some stream-related stuff.
For subscribing for 17 months.
So it's okay.
One just resubscribed for 17 months. Halico, one hype,
Ozzy, thank you
Halico,
so
one
much
hype,
for the
Halico,
resub.
one dance,
17
Halico, one
months. That is
dance.
a long... Yeah, that's a long... I was going to say, that's a long 17 months. And then thought, no, that sounds negative. What I mean is, that's a long time. Thank you so much, Ozzy. And thank you for the follow. We have anonymous follows, so welcome on in. It's been a Monday. Ooh, that's not good. Wait, wait, what?
Cloak
I think
from
it might have
Unisaur
broken
just
something.
gifted 5 subs.
It suddenly broke my head. Zest, 5 gift subs. Gloel, 10 gift
Glow
subs.
just
Oh
gifted
my, how
10
many
subs.
Bean Boozles is that? That's 4. And I think something is broken, and I don't know what is broken, because it feels like TTS should be going insane, and it has not. I can go insane. I can just keep going... Halico 1, Halico 1, Halico 1. Okay, right, I'll go through everything, and then I'll say how the break was. The break was mostly pretty good. Thank you, Zest. Thank you for the gift subs to Pat the Fool, Eldritch.
Hello, I love you. I'm just gonna sit here and say I love you and say hi and slay.
Petra.
Yes.
I think we all need about on a Monday. Thank you for the bits, Lugnatius. Also, actually, thank you for the bits, Cloaca, for the blobby. But yes, gift subs too. There's a lot of gifts. How have we got a level 5 hype train? That is insane. Okay, gift subs to Pat the Fool, Eldritch, Grey Cat, Magzix, Calf. Then a massive 10 gift subs to Mecha Frogzilla, Luke Crowley, Svenskes. Oh no, I've lost the ability to use words. This isn't going well. Just Right, Sandy. Kia. Hayes Tash. Just Katie. Zetius.
Shanizan
Excessive.
just gifted
and
5 subs.
Wait, we got, but we.
Nobody
Mary.
asked for your opinion. Whee!
Mary Mario judged me. Judged me on my own stream. And Sleepy Dragon. They are going into... Yes, the amount of spam looks like it's slowing down a bit. This is a really funny visual to look up. Hey, Eldritch, welcome in. And thank you, Shane, for... Ooh. Okay, through my headphones, that was a painful noise by the fishies. We should coordinate an effort to crash Opus. It might happen. Shane, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Angela Ignatius for the bits, and... Oh, it's a diamond. Okay, that's... Okay, the fish is going wild. Shane, thank you so much for the gift sub to Meet, Midnight Owl, Alaskan Moss, Red Manifesto, and Rogel. And Mario, you judge so much. I thought Hallie switched to the Switch screen, not that it confused the life out of me, to be honest. I was reading out stuff off the activity feed, and then I was there going, wait, what? Why are you here, Mario? What are you doing? Shane, how are you doing? Don't forget that Doom command. You have earned that Doom command. That did, yeah, it sounded like tinnitus, didn't it? It was very jarring. But Glow caught a legendary diamond, which is wild. You're all spectacular people. Thank you so much. Like I said, I honestly thought I would start streaming. There would be nothing to do. I'd just be kind of quietly thinking, it's okay, I took a week off. We'll build up. People probably didn't miss you. It's fine. But yeah, it's really nice to feel appreciated and cared about. How, that's very parasocial, but it is. How are you all doing? How were your weeks? Somehow we still have a level 6 hype train. I will say now, for anyone that has a tier sub, and a lot more people have a tier 1 sub than they used to, we have 3 new emotes. We have Hat 1 and Hat 2. I might rename them at some point, but it seems like the easiest way. And we also have Pride. Halico 1 Pride. And they are adorable. And we will get animated emotes in soon for tier 1 subs as well. So we're doing good. I missed you, your streams. Whichever answer is the least parasocial win. Thank you, Glowell. Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? Because when I was going, oh, I missed you all, and then thought, is that parasocial with me? I don't know. Rachy, how are you doing? How is everything going with you? And thank you for the Gigantify. I absolutely love the Pride flag. Lavi got all the right details in there. Somebody has caught a pink rubber ducky. So yeah, how have you all been? Where am I at? I had a mostly restful week. It wasn't perfect, because I don't know if you've heard. Wait a minute. What kind of nuggies are we going to get? Well, he's getting all the legendaries. Okay, we got proper nuggies. Where's my nuggie? Oh, I still got to eat Bean Boozles. Don't let me forget, chat. My nuggie has actually gone dusty. That's not a euphemism. Truly does, by the way. Don't go to switch. Poor old fishies are struggling to keep up, aren't they? Wait for it. Wait for it. to a Gigantifies, and I'm going to catch up on the game that Cloaca was playing. Get my Steampunk. Well, no, not playing yet. The first game is literally called Big Titty Goth Baddie. This feels like a good time to say, but I was recalling while mid shaking my nuggy about the plaster is like 2 or 3 rooms away from me, and in a very intelligent, sounding like a professional person, said, "Oh, I'm in meetings from 11 a.m. for a couple of hours, so if you need anything, if you could let me know afterwards." And obviously, he went, "Oh, that's fine, we won't need anything." And there's a little part of me thinking, imagine if he's just about to knock that door, and then he's there going, "Interesting meeting." And I just be again, yeah, he's going to be here for the whole week. I'll probably tell him at some point that the meetings are actually, I stream games to the internet. But it would be really funny if he walked in. Plaster should have come in for the nuggy dance. Yes. I could have a 1,000,000-piece box. He needs to know about the chicken nuggies. He has got 2 young children. I reckon he would love the nuggy song, to be honest. Where are we? I need to eat some bean boozles. I'm not going to forget that. I will tell you how my week went. My week was pretty good. To be honest, I didn't do a huge amount. I ate too much. I spent too much money on food out. I'm getting back to being right on a budget, but it was nice to eat food that other people cooked. But yeah, outside of car stress, it was mostly quite relaxing. Car stress is ongoing. I don't know if any of you have heard. I've had some issues with my car and Nissan. There's a good chance he's heard Parry Grip songs before, and he might well have. He might know the Taco song. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. But yeah, the Nissan stuff. I was having a nice day out last Monday. Got a phone call, and they have an idea of what's wrong with the car. Granted, they can't 100% confirm it will fix it, but the key thing is they can't get hold of the part. And the part doesn't exist in the UK. They've looked on the entire system of parts that Nissan offer in the UK, and it doesn't exist. So I don't really know what they're planning on doing to get hold of it. They kind of went, yeah, we'll try and track it down, and then Nissan itself went, oh, we're doing all we can to accelerate getting hold of the part. And I'm left going, but the part doesn't exist. No, it's okay, we're working on it. So yeah. I still have a courtesy car. I really like the courtesy car. To be honest, I think I've started to bond with the courtesy car. I've had it for 3 weeks now. I think I will actually feel sad saying goodbye to it at this point. But on the other hand, yeah. I'm not recommending this, but I knew someone with Rimvello, with PTSD in my old therapy group. And no, not the trauma chat. Not the trauma. I was about to say something about trauma. Thank you, Rimvello. So perfectly well timed. One thing he did at Rock Bottom was go into a dealership at night and smash up cars with a bat. Thought of that for some reason. Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, allegedly, I'm not saying I ever would. Just so we know that this is not an admission of guilt, but I can understand it. Farming Sims games category, my third suggestion is Cowgirl Made Milk Cafe. Okay, I got nothing. I think at this point, the needed part is a replacement car. What's the part? I'll go steal it. That was the thing. I got really... The after sales manager knows. I know an okay amount about cars. He knows nothing about cars. He obviously just sells them. And so he tried to explain this on the phone to me. And all I can really get is it's something to do with the fuel system. And it gets clogged up like crazy. And they tried cleaning it. And the moment they cleaned it and then put it all back together again, it clogged up immediately again. So their theory is the part will fix everything, but they don't know for certain. It might just clog it up again. So that's an exciting development. But yeah, with I think at this point the needed part as a replacement car, to be honest, that was the thing. After last week, I sent this really tactful email that basically went, "You've had this car forever. Nobody is happy about this. I'm not happy about this. I'm guessing the dealer is sick to death of this too. They probably would quite like their courtesy car back." And then obviously I said this in a far more tactful way, but I basically went, "How about you gave me a goodwill contribution to a new car, and I got the new car, and everything ended, and everyone lived happily ever after." And Nissan ignored the email. Well, they didn't ignore the email, they ignored that part of the email, and just said, "Oh, well, we're working really hard at getting hold of a part that we don't know will actually officially fix your car, and we don't know where we're going to get the part from." And then I tried following it up again, because I'm stubborn. As we may have learnt by now, I'm very stubborn. And again, they ignored me, and I said, basically in the UK, you have to get what's called an MOT once a year. It's kind of just check your car is safe and will run and things. My MOT is due the end of next month. And I don't know what's going to happen with that. Also, stuff like the car insurance is due, the road tax. Basically, September is the time when my car gets very expensive for a year, which is okay if I possess my car and drive it, but I'm a little bit... I can get refunds and stuff if a car ends up no good, but it's kind of a principle of I don't really want to throw hundreds of pounds at a car that isn't even in my possession. So I explained to Nissan again and went, "Look, I really need a resolution to this because this has been going on since June. I am willing to buy a new car if you give me a small, but I didn't say small, if you give me a goodwill contribution." And then they again just went, "No, we'll get hold of a part." "Do you know when you're going to get hold of a part?" "No." So anyway, so the end of this week, I'm going to chase it up again, because then I can be kind of, right, it's been 4 weeks. It's going to go on a while. It's a bit shit in it, the mechanics. I think that is how it goes, yeah. Possess your car. Is that how the movie Car happened? Yeah, Cars happen. Yeah, that is totally it. Bren, thank you so much for the 7-stream streak. Mine passed its MOT last week. Oh, I'm so glad, J-Luz. Yeah, it's such a relief. Touch wood, to be fair, my car has always passed its test. And obviously it's barely been driven for nearly 4 months. So that should help its chances. But it's kind of a principle. So anyway, that's other than that, my week was very relaxing. I wasn't online a lot. I kind of checked in to get my streaks, kind of checked in to check everyone was kind of okay-ish. And other than that, I read a lot. I read 2.5 books, which for somebody who I think I haven't even read 2 books this year, that was a good total. I finished reading Matthew Perry's autobiography, which I'd been meaning to read for years, to be honest, because, well, to be bleak, I meant to read it when he was alive, and obviously he's been dead a few years now, so it's taken me a while to get round to reading it. But I was a big fan of his when I was a kid. Also, somewhere amongst that, I've got to know what it's like to be around an addict, so it was kind of cathartic, oddly. Then after that, I read the first Dungeon Crawler Carl book. Really enjoyed that. It's not a high fiction, but it's a lot of fun. And then I went straight into reading the second one, and I'm about halfway through the second one. So it's been really good. Game-wise, I haven't really played it much. I played, as you can see behind me, I played a little bit of old games on the Switch. I played a bit of Wario Land. I tried to get into Final Fantasy VIII. I just can't. I played it as a kid. I can't go back to it. And the last few days, I've got really into playing Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar on the Steam Deck. So that's kind of it, really. I mostly tried to relax. I tried to be present. All those positive things. I've still got low-level anxiety about stuff. Also, I was starting to get, if I take too long off, I start getting a bit existential crisis-ish. And I did this weekend. I started being a bit, right, you're not progressing. You need to achieve things in life. You have nothing. The demons came back a little bit. But that's okay, because I'm back to it now. So, yeah, and at the moment, as mentioned, the plasterer is working on the future office and stream room, so hopefully it will have walls that look like actual walls. So that's ongoing this week. He's a really nice guy, so that's fine. He's got I want to say assistant, they seem kind of equal, but he has somebody who's helping out those few days. So I read 5 manga volumes yesterday. Reading is awesome. Excellent. I have Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life to play. I've heard good things about. I think I might actually own it, and I haven't played it. Oh, I remember A Wonderful Life. That's based on the GameCube Harvest Moon, isn't it? I think. Because I played the GameCube one. So yeah, so I'm back. I didn't achieve anything. Last Thursday I was going to work on some stream stuff, like adding a Sound Redeem the Third and, a whole bunch of other things. I didn't. I kind of want to apologise. I kind of don't. I need a bit of time. You achieved rest. Yeah, that is it. And this coming week, I haven't got a huge amount on my schedule. So, yeah, I will catch up. We had our loft boarded over weekend. We now have so much space for hoarding. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. My loft needs boarding. One day, maybe. It's going to have to be quite far down the list. Yeah, so I need to eat bean boozles in a minute. I was going to say, the coming week's kind of quiet for me. Kind of good. I mean, we're streaming Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Like, for instance, for when I catch up with things, Tuesday and Wednesday, I have very little on my horizon. Tuesday I have a gym, but other than that, because I haven't got the freelance work to juggle and I don't have to strip wallpaper off of walls, I still have quite a bit of free time, so I'm hoping to get kind of back on track. I want to cook a bit, I want to do all those wholesome things that half the time you actually get done, like cook and clean and sort my entire life out. You said my loft, my brain immediately went my lovely lady loft, like Fergie. Oh, ADHD. Yeah, I feel that. But yeah, so it'll be good. Oh, my ankle's doing a fair bit better. I can't run on it yet. I tried yesterday and it just went, none of that. Which is annoying, but he's doing a lot better. Shall I? I'm going to summon up some bean boozles. I'm going to get you ready. How was everyone else's week? Oh, that one flew out. So we've got that one. Yeah, what did you all get up to? What is on your horizon? Oh, there we go. We have 4. I have nothing on my horizon, and I'm kind of okay with that. I mean, obviously, when I say nothing, I've got stuff like hopefully getting to decorate the future office. But what I mean is, I'm going to think kind of scary. Side note, actually, even though I've only just come back, I'm going to take next Monday off of stream. Because it's a bank holiday, public holiday here, and I just need to, basically. I want to take the Monday off. But other than that, we are plain sailing all the way through rest of August and the rest of September. I mean, there's hardly any of August left. The rest of September. And there. I think that is it. Yeah, that's probably it. I saw a chat with FGE about your ankle. Hope you can figure it out. Thank you, Slugnacious. I think, to be honest, I'm probably being impatient, which is not like me at all. If you figure out how to sort your life out, can you let me in on a secret? I think, Ozzy, if I figure out how to sort out my life, it will have a dual purpose, because besides the fact that I will sort my life out, I reckon I will end up a millionaire if I can share the secret how to sort your life out. You never know. My weekend kind of sucked because I had to work both days, but it was a bonus case that will get me about $500 after tax. Ooh, that's worth losing your weekend. I approve. But yeah, Ozzy, if I ever figure out how to sort out my life, I will obviously let you have the free course, but I will sell that knowledge to other people. Because, wow, that's like finding a pot of gold. Nan lost her mother's ring sometimes yesterday. Oh no. So we've been pulling apart the house to find it. Managed to narrow it down. It was lost between 3 p.m. and 4:30 p.m. yesterday. It's possibly fallen beneath a patio outside. Oh, that's not good. She was pretty upset, but feeling better now. We have a rough idea of its location. I suppose at least it's at home. Can you get it though? If it's fallen beneath a patio, can you get it out, or? I hope so. That's not nice. And you can post YouTube videos of yourself with your Lamborghini telling people how to achieve that success. Oh, that's the dream, isn't it? That's the cynical dream. Hi, Hallie is a motivational speaker for how to get rich. Oh, if only. But yeah, it's a really upsetting thing to lose something that's so important. We were going to replace a patio at some point this year anyway, so this might be the push. That's good then. Yeah, hopefully you can find it. Oh yeah, or a metal detector. Right, I have some Bean Boozles. I have 4 lined up. They are all very pale. Do you think that's good or not? We have a very white one. Which is weird, because there isn't really one lined... Okay, I think it's probably either dirty dishwater or birthday cake. From what I remember, dirty dishwater is awful. Birthday cake is not actually weirdly a lot better. But let's give it a go. I am. I don't think we have any bath. I really hope not. Okay, let's go. I honestly can't tell what that is. I can't. It doesn't taste particularly nice. It doesn't taste particularly awful. It's kind of disappointing because it's not tasty, but... Are my taste buds dead?
Thank you, Cloaker of One Dinosaur, for gifting a sub to Barf in My Mouth.
Cloak Funny Dinosaur gifted Barfine Mimmoth a subscription. Cloaker of One Dinosaur gifted a tier 1 sub to Barfine Mimmoth. They have given 227 gift subs to Barf in the channel.
Also, Brian, where are you? How have I changed nothing on my stream in a week and just Brian is dead? I honestly don't know what that flavour was. I'm sorry, chat. It wasn't. I think maybe it was birthday cake and it tasted very underwhelming. Okay. Brian should be alive. Let's test something.
Thank you, Firebot, for subscribing for 10 months. Test message.
No, Brian's dead. Okay, well that's nice. I've done nothing, and I'm still going to have to come back and fix something. Awesome. Nice to meet you. I'm barfing my mouth. Thank you, Cloaca. Dirty dishwater is potentially quite yeah, it could be flavourless dirty dishwater. But I don't know what's happened to Brian. We will hopefully bring him back from the dead for Thursday. Honestly, I haven't done anything. Firebot hasn't had an update. OBS did have an update, but I skipped it. I'm concerned. Gonna dox myself and say my real name is Brian. All this Brian's dead chat is interesting. Oh, I'm so sorry, Slugnacious. But that Brian is a little bit dead. You're not, please. Yeah. Everyone, good wishes to that Brian, not the other Brian. Maybe Brian was inspired by you and has taken this week off. He might be. I would have preferred it if he would have taken last week off, but you can't get the stuff. Get him a coffin. We will fix him. That will be tomorrow's task. Okay, we have a blue. Actually, no, we're gonna. I'm playing the odds here. The blue one is either going to be toothpaste or berry blue. I'm saving that for last. We have a yellow one. It's kind of a colour of urine. That isn't one of the flavours. Okay. I think. Oh, is this going to be rotten egg or buttered popcorn? Weirdly, none of them are pure yellow, which makes me scared. Okay, let's go. Oh no, that's something bad. I think my taste buds are dead because I still can't work out what it is. I just know it tastes bad.
Someone is at the front door.
Don't worry about the somebody at the front door. It's fine. Honestly, I mean, I don't think that's... Oh no. Oh yeah, it is rotten egg. I wasn't sure if it was, and then suddenly Brian at the front door turning up late to work. Imagine just a looming figure of a TTS. Oh yeah, that's Rotten Egg. That was a bad one. It wasn't as bad as Bath. Now, Rotten Egg might make me sick. It was not good. We have another yellow one. Surely it won't be double Rotten Egg. That would be very cruel. That can't be. Okay, let's go. I don't know what that is. I mean, it's not nice, but it's not horrific. Yeah, eggs are a mess. I'm very glad I can't eat eggs at the moment. Again, it's not as bad as Bath or Old Bandage. Those two are my least favourite. Oh, and dead fish. And liver and onions. Actually, there are a lot that I do not like. Yeah. Okay. This is going to be toothpaste or berry blue. If it doesn't taste of anything, I'm worried that my taste buds might be on holiday. Yeah, it's toothpaste. Oddly, it's kind of cleansing. Bath is awful, Slugnacious. Bath lingers. Really, really, really does. I've had times where I've brushed my teeth multiple times and had multiple meals, and I can still taste the bath afterwards. Sorry, just checking. There you go. The person at the door was delivering both me and my mum's immunosuppressants, so I wanted to check that we hadn't missed them. But imagine if it was vegan. Yeah, I missed it because I was busy eating a rotten egg bean boozle. Washing your mouth out with toothpaste speed. Yeah. Yeah, it really does linger, Slugnacious. It gets stuck in your teeth too. Okay. Thank you all. I paid my penance. They were a weird bunch of them. Anyway, shall we... I'm a bit scared to check on my village. Because I did plan on my week off to check in on the villagers. And as you can see, I didn't, did I? I played a lot of Wario Land. I poked about on this little lot. I loaded up Star Ocean, the second story, and then didn't play, even though I know it is an amazing game. Tomodachi Life is left over from the Thursday stream. So I haven't checked my villagers for 2 weeks. They're going to hate me. They're absolutely going to hate me. They're going to be, they're going to be so dramatic. Weed cleaning up stuff, yeah. Pretty much. Not me looking the big titty garth on Steam after what Clarka said. Steam saying, did you mean big tidy gods? Can we recruit a big tidy god? Because my house needs sorting out. They're definitely going to have abandonment issues so much. Hallie's village is about to be like my old friend co-workers when I'd come out to bars with them after months of depression in my 20s. Yeah, same with my co-workers once upon a time too. Look who came out for once, and now I wish I didn't. Yeah. Side note, thinking of separation anxiety and things, there's a logic to this if you've seen it. I saw Project Hail Mary Saturday night, and I loved Project Hail Mary. Bearing in mind I went in very cold, and when I say cold, I had very low expectations, and all I knew was Ryan Gosling was in space. That was literally it. I didn't even know why he was meant to be in space or anything. I'm not a huge... I like sci-fi films. I like kind of blockbuster sci-fi films rather than ones that are going to get really complicated about the science. So it worked perfectly for me. I really enjoyed it. And anyway, the separation anxiety made me think of Rocky and Rocky wanting to be close to Ryan Gosling. And to be honest, yeah, you want to be close to Ryan Gosling. I watched the film last week for the first time as well. Did you enjoy it, Gloel? The film is amazing. The audiobook is even better. I might try that at some point. I got some Audible credits, so it might be a good opportunity to. I watch a lot of YouTube movie reactions to fall asleep at night, and everyone has been sobbing in my thumbnails for Project Hail Mary. I need to add it to my watch list. It is... yeah, it's got a lot of sad bits. It's also kind of... there's this constant feeling of melancholy, and... yeah, I won't say more than that, but it is pretty sad. Much like these villagers. Loved it. Might be my top film I've watched this year. Same. Absolutely same. I did not expect to. I've seen... to be honest, to sound old, it feels like since the pandemic, films are not what they used to be. I see you see a film that's kind of reviewed really highly, and it's, oh, this is a good reason to get back to the cinema, and I go see it, and then I go, no, that was a waste of my life. And I've seen a lot of films that have been okay, but have been kind of underwhelming. Project Hail Mary was the film that I saw, and I thought, oh, I wish I'd seen it at the cinema. I would have loved it at the cinema. I loved it at home, but I just would have really loved that immersion of the cinema. Most of the time, I end up seeing films, I rent them at home, and I think, I'm so glad I didn't see that at the cinema. I saw Paw Patrol the Dino movie with my daughter, my friend, and his daughter last Friday. So eat your hearts out. Did you enjoy it, Slugnatius? I have a tiny story of Paw Patrol the Dino movie, because last week, because I had that week off, I was very kind of, almost not really, tempted to go see either the Odyssey or the new Spider-Man. And the Odyssey in particular, everyone I know has said, oh, you've got to see it on the biggest screen possible. So I looked at my local cinema, and they only had the Odyssey on really small screens. But they did have Paw Patrol the Dino movie on their biggest screen, which is like twice the size of a small screen. But they'd put the Odyssey on the tiny screen. I don't know. I'm guessing Paw Patrol the Dino movie was easily going to get 300 people to go watch it, and the kids really wanted to see every single little pixel. I did not. Oh. I say that as someone who also saw the last two Paw Patrol movies in theatres and thought they were good. For a kids' movie not aimed at adults. Oh, the Dino movie sucks, man. If when they re-release it, see it in IMAX, it's incredible. Yeah, I would definitely go... if they re-release Project Hail Mary, I want to go see it at the cinema. Yeah, I was really impressed. It reminded me it is still worth watching films. And I say that as somebody who used to love films and then kind of stopped watching films for a long time. I also, only like 15 years late, got really into American Horror Story. I know loads of people that kept going on about American Horror Story, and I never watched it. And then a friend of mine that I met up with for lunch said, oh yeah, it's good fun. So I'm halfway through the first season now, and I really like it. It's really stupid. In that really entertaining way. I came away from the Odyssey wishing I'd just gone and seen Spider-Man's. Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah. My postman, who's a bit of a film nerd, goes to see everything. He went, the Odyssey isn't... the first hour is really boring, and then it's alright, but by that point you just kind of want it to be over. On the other hand, he went to see Spider-Man, and then he went, Spider-Man is like all the others. So, the postman is going through a bit of a downturn with his film choices. My daughter and her friend loved it though, and there was hardly anyone in the theatre, so it was fun when your daughter cheered and gave it a standing ovation. Oh, that's really sweet. That's the main thing, as long as she loved the Dino movie. But yeah, I'm probably not going to end up seeing either of them at the cinema. But if I had to, I'd see Spider-Man. I enjoy both, but I'm easily pleased. Well, that's kind of how I felt Project Hail Mary, because I know a few people that kind of went, oh, I want more depth to it or whatever, and I was there going, okay, I just enjoyed the ride. it might help. I mean, to be fair, I think with Project Hail Mary, if you love Ryan Gosling, that helps a lot. Because somewhere there's got to be somebody who hates Ryan Gosling and just went, this is purgatory. I loved The Dark Knight. I didn't like Tenet. Just no. Just no. But I did love The Dark Knight. I also loved Inception. And I say that while knowing Inception is an incredibly deeply flawed film. But it's kind of, weirdly, it's my comfort film. I watch it when I just want to watch something stupid. Tenet was a fucking disaster. Yeah, I did not like Tenet. Odyssey had a couple of really good moments in amongst an avalanche of classic Nolan slop. Yeah, somebody needs to kind of... I liked Christopher Nolan's early films, and then he just... he's got a bit self-indulgent. A little bit like, to me, Tarantino films. There's loads of problematic things with Tarantino films, but if you just take it on the surface, his early films are very entertaining, and now he's so self-indulgent, because nobody at any point says, hey, do you want to make that a little bit shorter? That whole 20-minute bit really doesn't need to be here. And instead Tarantino does everything he wants, and then it goes on forever, and you're there going, there's no Reservoir Dogs, is it? I like Ryan Gosling. He seems like a version of Ryan Reynolds who wouldn't be annoying after 10 minutes alone. Yeah, I think that's, yeah. I think Ryan Gosling, he knows how to make fun of himself, because I've seen a lot of him on Saturday Night Live, and he can make fun of himself, which you don't get a lot with Hollywood actors, and you definitely don't get from good-looking Hollywood actors. Wait, what's the Star Wars thing? What? Ozzy, tell me more, I don't know. Miner has been told he looks like Ryan Gosling a significant number of times. Okay, on a totally shallow level, I am envious, Miss Reggie. I watched Tenet twice. Nice. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Tarantino I can agree on. I burned out on him hard over Django. I hate Matthew... Oh yeah, the Matthew Lillard thing was... Yeah. But I did like Django Unchained. It's a good film. There you go. Slugnatia's got the same thinking as me with Miner. Star Wars Starfighter. Okay, I need to look that up. Ryan Gosling if he grew a massive beard. Absolutely, I can see it. Okay. I used to, well... hold on, I'm just looking up Star Wars Starfighter. I used to know somebody, and when I say I used to... the person I'd mentioned in passing who ended up an alcoholic and then very emotionally abusive and bad stuff. He used to, not in the last few years I knew him, but when I first knew him, he looked a lot like Joseph Gordon-Levitt. But to be blunt, he did not age as well as Joseph Gordon-Levitt. What is Star Wars Starfighter? An upcoming American space opera film. That is one way of putting it, Wikipedia. Okay, not many details, but Ryan Gosling's in it. That's all I need to know. Is that next May? Ooh. It also appears to have the guy out of the In-Betweeners. Okay. Okay. I won't judge. Ryan Gosling married an older woman instead of a stereotypical actor move of a younger woman. Yeah. Yeah, and hopefully it was for love, which is the key thing. He seems quite a private person, which again is good, because hopefully, I mean, ultimately, anything with actors, you're only ever basing it on what they portray. But as he seems quite private, I would like to think he acts because it's his job and he's good at it, rather than he wants to be a star, if you see what I mean. Because some actors, and I include Ryan Reynolds in that bit, kind of want to be, look at me, I'm a star, see everything I'm doing in life, rather than Ryan Gosling just seems to just do the job, that's it. I bet nothing in between his age poorly. Oh, I dread to think I will never go back. Pedro, you got a sandwich. What sandwich have you got? Two of my favourite things, Pedro Pascal and a sandwich. Thank you, Slugnatius. Do you think we should let poor Tom Nook say something? He's been waiting 2 weeks. Business is booming at the shop my staff opened. Really, Tom Nooks? We haven't checked in for 2 weeks. It's a small shop, but they'll change stock daily and carry a selection of goods sure to better your island life. Have Tibby and Tommy just spent the past 2 weeks going? They'll remember us. They'll check in. They'll come. Peanut butter and jelly. Decent choice. It's open 8 AM to 10 PM. Okay. One more thing. To celebrate the opening of a shop, we've added a new catalogue service. Okay. I still don't fully know what the beans were I ate, but they're hanging around in my mouth. I have snacks ready for when I have a break, so let me take the taste away. You okay, Tom? You're kind of rambling and I realised I forgot to pay attention. Oh, your phone's going. My bad. Hello, this is Tom Nook from Nook Inc. Yes, what? The getaway package? Yes, of course. And that's all for today's island-wide broadcast. I've just remembered the key thing. Sorry, Tom, I'll let you finish. During my week off, I got a plushie, which I don't think anyone's ever surprised by, because we know the plushie love. But it's a guinea pig, not a capybara, an actual guinea pig plushie, and I bought it with the plan being, when the office is sorted, which is at least making waves, it's getting there, the plushie is going to sit on the sofa that I still need to buy. Because again, I'm getting her. So let me grab them. They're called Greg, so be ready to welcome Greg. He's not wearing a hat. Obviously, we do have a hat emote, so I might need to get him a hat at some point. Oh, I bet he is Lugnacious. Everyone, get ready to meet Greg. Greg the guinea pig, who actually looks kind of like Mouse. Obviously bigger than Mouse. If Mouse was this size, Mouse would eat everything. Greg with 1 G. Not that I suppose admittedly I've needed to type his name before, but yes. So there is Greg. He is one day going to be in the background. I have a kind of vision of what the office stream room's going to look like. So yeah, we're going to have a little sofa that's going to turn into, it's going to be a sofa bed, so if people visit, they have somewhere to actually sleep. So we're going to have some plushies that are just going to reside on it in the background. Greg is going to be one of those, and he is adorable. My mum was actually the person who spotted him. We were in this shop that had, I don't know, kind of a variety of plushies and kind of lots of things like Japanese and Korean food and things. And then she went, "Kitty pig!" And yeah, we had to buy him. Also, I actually think about it, my mum actually bought him for me because I can't remember if she decided it was either going to be a present for my office or an early birthday present. Because my birthday's in October and I have no idea what I want for my birthday. So it's one of those things. But anyway, this is Greg. He is precious. It's very cool to have something that's going to be the start of my office. He is very squidgy. I don't want to, squidgy. By the way, don't do that to a real guinea pig. Do not squidge their stomach like that. They don't like it. Bad things happen. Greg, do you want to dance with the nuggie? Yep, you gotta. Can I hold on to both of them at the same time? See, this is like a little test of what you will see. I'll just be there with plushies left, right and centre dancing. Don't feed nuggies to guinea pigs. Greg does also not have any sharp edges, but don't eat him. Definitely do not feed guinea pigs to nuggies. think Greg's starting to look a little bit concerned, like he's a bit, what have I entered? There we go. Go on, Greg, you can figure it out, you can learn how to dance. First time, you know. Sorry, I keep hitting you with a nuggie. Yeah, I'm sorry, little guy. There you go. I think Greg did good. He looks a little bit worried. We'll just throw the nuggie on the floor, but we won't throw Greg on the floor. That would be unfair. But yeah, he's figuring it out. But yes, when we have the office, I can't dance, as you probably figured out, but we will probably still have times where there's, you know, certain opportunities where I will be that person that will stand and dance for some plushies, and Greg will be one of those. How do I do over the week? Ooh, you're slowly turning your office into a forest aesthetic. Ooh, I put away a few toys, switched my purple curtains to forest green, and got a brown bedding set. Oh, that sounds great, Slugnacious. Yes, and don't lift pet rats by their tails either. Don't do it. We got a new weighted stuffed animal of a cat. Nice! Yeah, don't feed Mowgli. Wait, I can't speak, not Mowgli. That's a whole different thing. After midnight. Thank you for the many Gigantifies. Are guinea pigs naturally cannibalistic? I'm trying to think, do guinea pigs eat their young? They don't eat other, you know. I don't know if they're like hamsters and they eat babies. I've only ever had guinea pigs that have had babies once, and I was a little kid, so. Do guinea pigs eat their babies? Look away, Greg. Nope, there we go. Oh, actually, ooh. Okay, that's vague. They rarely eat their babies. Rarely's doing a lot of work there. Okay, it looks like they will if the baby's born, stillborn, or very ill. It's to make sure that dangerous things don't eat them. So, yeah, once in a while they'll eat their babies. But not often. They're not like hamsters. Things we learn to do. Imagine describing a person that way. Hallie only ate babies a couple of times. Yeah, yeah, really? That's a lot of heavy lifting on the really front. Yeah, I only did it about one time when they were really hungry. Greg, do you want to go? Okay, Greg's going to go now. Do you know a study came out that showed squirrels will eat meat? I have seen a squirrel peck away at a body of a dead bird, so I think admittedly animals will do anything that means they survive. Which, yeah, are we much different? Anyway, Greg, we're getting into dark talk. You go back now. I'm going to fling you. You'll be fine. Chat, do not fling a real guinea pig. That will be a bad thing. Head, let's go. There was... Oh, wait, keep playing. There was a time once, actually, I was carrying Bear, and I tripped, and I fell forward, and basically, I wrecked my elbows, because I kind of... Nearest comparison is, you know, like when somebody's scoring a touchdown, or a try in rugby, or whatever. That is what I did, so I slid across the floor, while holding Bear aloft, so Bear was fine. And I was a wreck. And the best part was, Bear was just really grumpy at me because I'd held her a bit tighter than she wanted. But, you know, I'm a good guinea pig parent. Goal, yes. Yeah, I scored with Bear. Right. Ooh, we're going to get nice cozy stuff. When I see a falling star, I close my eyes and wish for... Nice try, darling. It's a secret, of course. Here's to making wishes and chasing dreams. I hope our wishes come true. What do we get? What do we get from it? Okay. There you go, we got rank B. We weren't even there. Pure sake. If I could have filmed that moment, it probably looked really... It felt like it was really cool, because I was there, holding Bear aloft. Not a Hooga card. Oh. What are we going to get? We also got a stool and a pen stand. What have we got, chat? Ads are just underway for those who are not subbed. For those who are subbed, this is what we've got. Scientists have found unprecedented evidence of another type of squirrel exhibiting carnivorous behaviours, including hunting, killing, and eating voles. Ow. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Obviously, you need to start live streaming your entire existence so we can clip epic moments. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's how I make my fortune. Maybe that's how I learn to pay the bills. I just live stream my entire life. I turn like the Truman Show, but at least I know what's going on. Wasn't there some film years ago about the same time as the Truman Show? I think with Matthew McConaughey, called Ed TV, where he just filmed his entire life. That's going to be me. Big Brother Hallie edition. I don't think it'll be that interesting. There'll be a lot of just eating food. Maybe it was the feral squirrels. Maybe. Okay, we have 3 questions. I mean, on the surface, they're not too bad. Some of them might depend on what trauma you all want to share from your lives. The third one? Yeah, well, we'll get to the third one. Okay. Was there any one rule in your house growing up that was excessively strict? Go on, chat. Unleash your trauma. Get out your system. If you need to talk about your bad childhood, you go for it. Here comes her mum again. I wonder what she's going to say. If my mum got to be on stream, she would absolutely love to be on stream. You don't think people won't pay to watch people eat food? True. Also, not to make it sound weirdly... There'd be an audience for it. I am a messy eater when there are no witnesses. I think I've mentioned the weird satanic panic stuff already. Oh, I do remember that, yeah. She was very bad at enforcing it, but my mum followed movie ratings strictly. She got mad when I got my dad to rent me Scream when I was 16. You're not 17. Ooh. What was my excessively strict rule? To be honest, when it came to rules, my parents were pretty laid back, and then on the other hand, there'd be other kind of weird, this is what we do, it's tradition. Not really a rule, but it's solely because it stuck out in my memory. And it was, I mean, admittedly, it was when I was about 19 or 20. I remember the tradition growing up was on Boxing Day, which is the day after Christmas Day in the UK, and it's just basically the same again. The tradition was we always went to visit my aunt and uncle and my cousins. They lived about an hour away, and we'd be there all day, and most of the time it was very boring, but all involved, but it was tradition. Anyway, one year, like a few days before Christmas, I developed gastric flu. And I just started a new job, and basically I never left the bathroom for a number of days. I hardly ate anything on Christmas Day because I felt awful. It was not quite the most ill I've ever been, but certainly at that point in my life, it was really, really rough. Anyway, Boxing Day, bearing in mind I barely got out of bed on Christmas Day and I'd had to not go to work for a few days. Boxing Day, my parents were adamant that I was still well enough to go visit my aunt and uncle and the rest of the family. And all I remember was feeling like utter death and being a bit, I don't get it, why can't I just stay at home? And no, that was the thing. So it wasn't quite a rule, but I'm just remembering that felt very excessively strict. And I do remember years later telling my mum, and she went, yeah, we probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, we probably should have just left you at home. Yeah, that's fair. I was still sick enough that when it got to New Year's Eve, they went out somewhere for New Year's Eve night, and I stayed at home, and all I remember was lying on the sofa watching a whole load of music videos, because it was one of the music videos TV stations, and feeling like death. Anyway, that's my little bit of not quite trauma, just kind of... obviously I'm still slightly bitter. When I was a kid, I got locked in the bathroom instead of being sent to my room because there were no toilets. Whoa! That's what I've had to think about in fairness. Yeah, that's not nice. No. I mean, yeah, I would have been a kid if I got sent to my room. Admittedly, there was loads of stuff to do in my room, but I don't think I would have got sent to the bathroom. That's brutal. My sibling dated a drug dealer when they were 14. Their screen rentals didn't seem so bad, man. Yeah. If you could see into the future, how far ahead would you want to see? I honestly don't want to. Which is a funny one, because as somebody who has a lot of anxiety and worries about what the future holds, I don't think knowing would actually help. I think it'd just give me something else to worry about. So, nah. Yeah, no thanks to that. Nah, I can't. Nah, the stuff I worry about in the future, all I'm gonna do is find out when, and nah. Yeah, it's just, nah, I just don't wanna. My dad found the dealer's weight scales and extra pot in my sibling's closet. And he threw them away, and my sibling told my dad that he owed the money to replace. Wow. Thank you for the follow. We have anonymous follows, so welcome in. I had to go and check if we were right about the whole heat death of the universe thing. I think we are. I think that. Yeah, if you could see into the future, how far ahead would you want to see? I just wouldn't. It's just going to give me deadlines and stuff, and nah. Yeah. As somebody who's had a lot of anxiety about big things that did end up happening, like for instance my Crohn's diagnosis, it wouldn't have helped me to know when that was going to happen. Just, nah. I have anxiety, so I'd want to know so I can prepare. That's fair. Yeah. I have anxiety, but I think weirdly it wouldn't make me feel better to know. But it does depend on the person, because I can see why it might help. No. My therapy is on trying to remember the past instead, constantly panicking about the present and the future. Yeah. My memory has gone much better. Like that movie with a countdown on your arm. Absolutely the fuck not. Yeah, I don't want to know. And probably more importantly for me, I don't want to look at loved one's arms and then go, oh no, the countdown. Nah. I don't want to know when stuff ends. Hey, Neon Fuzz, welcome in. How you doing? I wouldn't say I wouldn't look, but I know that if I had the ability right there at my fingertips, I wouldn't be able to stop myself in all sorts of situations. That is the temptation, isn't it? I suppose, weirdly, it'd be, in a really small way, going to be useful to see how the next couple of months played out. But even then, that is risky, because none of us know how the next couple of months are going to play out right now. Because I'm there thinking, oh, it'll be handy to know how things work out with a car, or my work, or whatever. But that's the thing, I might find out some other stuff I really don't want to know is coming. At least as soon. So it's a complicated one. Am I looking to work stuff specifically? Like, will I still be working from home, employed at my same job, etc.? Yeah. The answer was yes, I could chill. The answer was no, I need time to develop any other job skills for my niche field. Yeah. Maybe that's the thing, if you could see into the future and only look at one specific area, that might be useful, but I don't want to know everything. Nah. Okay, the third one is, these are clearly American cards. So the third one, we're all going to be really good and we're not going to get too political. We can get lightly political, but we won't go full on properly political. To go meta, if you found out and changed what you do, does it change your future? That's a good point, Rachel. It might. So yeah, I just don't want to know the future. I think it's just easier. So yeah, so the third one, we can go light political, not too far. Can you name one good and one bad thing about the American way of life? Now, obviously, a whole bunch of us are not American, but on the other hand, I think you could say the American way of life is also kind of, certainly the UK has a lot of parallels. One good, one bad thing. Oof, oh god, I abstain as an American. One good thing, guns. Yeah, I don't... That's even more philosophical than the last one. So, imagine, bearing in mind those cards are icebreakers for dates. I mean, you'd be able to work out if you were going to be compatible quite quickly from some of those. I'd rather talk about my childhood trauma. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, we better go talk to some villagers, but we do also want to kind of, you know, achieve stuff. Ooh, missed that. I'm American, I don't know if I can answer. Yeah, that's fair, Neil. It's a big question. A complicated question. This has aged out, unfortunately. But it used to be America was pretty good at just treating immigrants who got citizenship as fellow Americans are being welcome. Barring all the usual racism that still existed, of course. Not saying it was perfect. Yeah, you know, obviously as an outsider, I can see that. But obviously, not so much now. I suppose also, if you wanted to get really deep, what is the American way of life? Because I think it's probably changed a lot in recent years. And as long as you were, as long as you were a voluntary immigrant, yeah, that's a good point. Hey, Charlies. Haven't caught up in a while. Yeah, sorry. I went on holiday and I forgot to tell you. Nobody's seen you here in, like, weeks. What were you doing? Don't tell me you were just spaced out in front of the TV all the time. Because I totally would have joined you. Hey, it's nice to have boundaries, but I want to be spaced out in front of a TV on my own. I will. What's bugging you? Ugh. What's the shovel for? Out burying some secrets? Just kidding. Oh no, imagine if we were burying bodies in this. Okay, sorry, Tank. I didn't remember you living there, but I don't know. It's been 2 weeks. I forgot everything. Whoa, I think it worked. Hey, Hallie. I've been training my brain muscles. Brain muscles. With this thing called telepathy. It's for strong minds only. I started thinking really, really hard about you, and here you are. So how have you been? Oh, I think I was missed. I read that sitting like this is the best way to work your core muscles. Are you working your core muscles, chat? I'm not. I'm a gamer. I read a comic book about a cheerful woman who was secretly a serial killer. And she kind of looked like Hallie in-game, right? Okay, I'm so pleased I said in-game, because I was thinking... Oh, okay. This is what happens when I go away for 2 weeks. And the worst part of it. Ooh, I hope the meds go okay, Neil. Good on you for taking them, even though they're the worst part of the day. I work my core muscles every day, sciatica. Next Hugo card. If you're a serial killer, what kind of people would you kill? Oh, that would be a fun debate. We won't do that debate. We're being cozy, but it would have been a fun debate. I was worried when I heard you were all moving to a deserted island, but this is much nicer than I imagined. So nice, so nice. We've been here for a little while and it's really starting to come along. Seems we make new discoveries almost every day. We moved here because of our jobs, but we're having a lot of fun too. So pleased to hear that. Actually, I came here today to check in on you all and see if you need any assistance with anything. It's our way of celebrating your new shop. You know, we sisters like to help wherever we can. Any island ideas come to mind? You're too kind, mate. Oh, that's what they're called. We're just overwhelmed you even thought to come visit us. Hey, I think... Something come to mind? Well, we still have some logistical challenges to overcome. We depend on mail orders for a lot of our goods. Having this shop should make it a bit easier for us to obtain ready-made furniture and stuff like that. But we still need a clothing supplier. Someone tells me today is your lucky day. As it turns out, it's really not that difficult for us to get to this island. How about if I stop by every so often to sell some of our wares? Game is a very chatty game. Anyway, maybe I was going to sell some stuff. People who walk on the wrong side of a footpath. I find also people, where I walk past a lot of houses. I hate the people that step straight out and you have to kind of stop dead because they haven't bothered to look kind of both ways when they're just stepping out. But, yeah. I did something else over the weekend I'm proud of. Ooh. I have to walk across my laundry room in the dark because the light switch is on the far side. You installed a motion detector. Oh, that's smart. That's big brain thinking, Slugnacious. Yeah, I love that kind of techie. I know it's super basic tech, but I like motion detectors and smart lights and things. Timmy and Tommy, you were lovely, but if you could talk just a little bit less, I would love you more. Oh, I've heard about the turnips. Oh, for some reason oh wait, the turnip seller visits on us, so I need to check in off stream to get the turnips. Okay. Hot item of the day. Chat, what is your hot item of the day? I don't know what mine is, so I've gone and asked a question I cannot answer. Almost threw up while taking meds, but oh, I'm sorry, Neon. That must be rough. But well done on doing it. What's hot today, Tommy? The simple DIY workbench. I paid twice the amount. Wait, no, I didn't. Sorry, Tommy. I pressed the wrong button. I was trying to get you kind of move along a little bit. Chicken nuggets. My item of the day is... I can't speak. I know the name. Sertraline. Serotonin. I am shallow enough that I think mine would also be chicken nuggies. Not that I have any chicken nuggies. And in fact, this morning, I got round to clearing the fridge of all the expired products. Yeah, probably being very ADHD-ish about this. Yeah, stuff builds up, and then you get round to it, and you clear the fridge, and then you clear the fridge, and then you realise you don't really have any food. You thought you did, because your fridge was reasonably full, and it turned out it was reasonably full of food that you couldn't actually eat. And so anyway, after the stream, I need to go out and at least buy a couple of things before I do a big grocery shop tomorrow, because it turns out there's barely any food. But there is chicken. There's raw chicken. Did I manage to say there is raw chicken just as there was a raid? Ryan, you're working again. Where have you been? Rage Factory, thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing? Hey Bernadette, hey Sam Guru, hey Jackie, hey Paigey, hey Yuki, hey Spaghetti, how are you all doing? Let's do a little shout out. What were you playing? Chop Chop. Coincidentally, I was looking at Chop Chop Inc. On Steam before the stream. And I didn't buy it because I'm not buying anything at the moment, but it looked really good. It looked like my kind of thing. How are you finding it? Chat, if you're not already following Rage Factory, do give them a follow. We are checking out Animal Crossing. I've had a week-long break from streaming, and I appear to remember how to stream, which is good. But we're just chilling with some Animal Crossing, catching up. I've occasionally eaten a Bean Boozle and then regretted everything, and that's it. Usually I stream Monday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday, UK time. Always kind of late morning, UK time. UK time, by the way. Yeah, we're playing some Tomodachi Life on Thursday. We're going to play some more Sonic. We tend to do retro stuff on a Friday. Saturday, I've got no idea. Why saw a Chop Chop? You can flip the bird at a mega corporation, so it gets my... Nice.
Thank you,
Lovely.
Louis Point, for subscribing for 11 months. Thingy.
Lou on point just resubscribed for 11 months.
Thank you so much for resub. Lou resubbing tier 2 no less. Very, very funny.
It looks
really good.
Gifted 5 subs.
It's something I will probably wishlist and then get at some point. Lou, how are you doing? And Cloaca, 5 gift subs. I'm going to have to eat more beans. More beans. Also, been getting back into my AC2. Only just built all the homes after. Yeah, we're really early in on this. And to be honest, I don't remember a lot. Which is fine. It's like playing a new game, but I don't remember a lot. Cloaca, thank you for the gift sub to Pagey, Yamar, Rabbit, Spaghetti, and Sanguru. Yeah, you got some good hits there. Thank you. In Amsterdam, I've just been around the graffiti. Oh, lovely. How is it? I wanted to go to the graffiti museum, but I didn't get a chance. I think I need to go back to Amsterdam. I'm going to be that terrible person that goes, Amsterdam wasn't my favourite city to go to. But I think on the other hand... Miss Ragey!
Miss Raggy, I just gifted 5
I think on the other
subs.
hand, I need to give it another chance. It was too cold. I've been to Amsterdam twice in the past this year. And it was freezing cold one of the times, and it was way too hot the other times. I think I need to go in the spring. I've also been to the gym. Nice. Miss Rachie, thank you. Oh, you got some good hits there too. Thank you for the gift sub to Duke of DuPont, Spoofy, Yuki, Neon Fuzz, and Yo, it's Amber. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to have to eat some beezels. Beezels? Beans. But thank you. Thank you so much. Spray paint. Nice. I'm on the same page of Amsterdam. I didn't enjoy being there, but the main attractions, yeah. I mean, luckily for me, it's not that far to get to. Yeah, if I wanted to travel again. My monitor has just died. I think there's been a loose connection. Hold on, chat. Look away while I try to adjust. Monitor, you okay, dude? You got a gift sub, Neon. Where am I at? I think the monitor will come back to life at some point. No, Neon, you got a gift sub, and then my monitor died a little bit, but it's fine. And now I've just paused the game so I can eat some bean boozles. You're all good. Lou, I would love to see those pictures. Last time I stayed in Amsterdam, we made sure to check out the worst and most questionable museums, and it was so much fun. Yeah, I think I need to see more. I saw the Rijksmuseum. I loved the Rijksmuseum. I'm just going to have a go at fixing my monitor again. I did really enjoy the Rijksmuseum, but I didn't really see enough of... Why is that not... 2 seconds, chat. Well, that worked for you guys. It did not work for me. 2 seconds. I'm going to turn the camera off, and I will have a look. I haven't forgotten the bean boozles. Lou, happy birthday! I'm glad you were in Amsterdam for your birthday. That is excellent. And Duke, how are you doing? Yeah, chat. Wish Lou a happy birthday. I am going to quickly vanish for 2 seconds to try and work out what that monitor's doing. I will eat the bean boozles. My main memory of the Rijksmuseum was repeatedly getting told by the guy, oh, yeah. You got to put your backpack on the front. They get really on top of that with the Rijksmuseum. Back in 2 seconds. Well, I will still be here, but I need to poke about some cables. Well, that hasn't fixed it, and now I've looked and gone, what key has expired? I reckon. I'm going to turn that off. Monitor, I'm a little bit stumped. Just got back from walking Archie and Marie. Excellent, Duke. I hope Archie is doing well. What I can tell is a power thing. Here we go. Right, Bean Boozle time. I apologise, chat, that I got super distracted. We're good. This is why I need the office. I'm going to have more space. Right. How are you all doing? Also, if anyone who came with Rage's Raid is a tricky one to say, and you need a raid and run, please do. If you aren't already following me, I would appreciate the follow. I shall be that person. If you like what you see, which so far has been me getting stuck. Well, stuck with my monitor. And I'm about to eat some cursed stuff. We need 2. Thank you to Miss Rachie and Cloaca. Oh man, this one's brown. That's not going to be good. This one's going to be liver and onion or cappuccino. Nothing is going to go... Let's do it. Oh no, that's liver and onion. Yeah, that was liver and onion. It's meaty. It even texture-wise feels meaty. It's not quite as bad as Bath, but it's not right. Yeah, meaty jelly beans should not be a thing. When I was a kid growing up, my dad loved eating liver and onions. But to be fair, he was a kid when rationing was still around in the UK, so he didn't understand. He didn't know any different. Yeah, I have a joke with the UK is that the Brits never realised rationing ended. To an extent my dad didn't, in terms of his taste. They're made out of rendered down connective tissue. Thanks, Cloaca. That's just what I wanted to know. I love you too. Okay, what we got next? My stepdad was a big liver and onion guy too. I understand. Yeah. Just nah, I get it. Okay, we got one of these weird little white ones. It's got little blue specks on it. A bit of liver and onions got stuck in my tooth. Okay, I think this is either Stinky Socks. What does Stinky Socks even taste of? Who is eating Stinky Socks? Or Tutti Frutti. Okay. Liver is great if you need to get your blood count. True. Yes. I'd rather a nice low blood count. That liver and onion is stuck. Okay. Right, let's go. Yeah, I think that was Tutti Frutti. At first it tasted a little bit like it was going to go down a bad path. Now it's kind of unremarkable. It is chewy though. Oh no, it just dislodged a bit of the liver and onion I didn't realise was stuck in my teeth. Okay. That didn't go so well. I'm meant to be tracking my calories. How am I meant to track them? Do Bean Boozles have calorie information? No. Imagine tomorrow at the gym when my trainer's going to go, what did you eat yesterday? How am I going to explain I ate a jelly bean that tasted of toothpaste? Okay. Thank you, Eva. Yeah, some of that combination went really poorly. The Gamer Girl used stock market is booming right now. Is it wrong that I immediately thought, well, I do need to make some money? Maybe next year. I'm not quite that desperate for money yet, but next year, maybe. I didn't need to know. My other half suffers with sweaty feet, and sometimes it's so strong you can taste it. Okay, talking of things I didn't need to know. Yeah, that was it. I didn't... J-Luz, thank you for sharing. Mel, thank you. Thank you so much. 55 streams in a row. Thank you. How are you doing? Whoever gets you that... I mean, I've got to diversify, you know. AI is stealing my work. What do I need to do? Yeah. AI can't make smelly socks. A sentence I never thought I needed to utter, but so far they can't. Jones, how are you doing? Your work at yeah, thank you, J-Luz. Always a valued member here. Oh no, a shovel. At least for that year. I'm gonna give it time. Ah, there is such a weird cacophony of tastes in my mouth. None of them are good. I'm okay, a bit sore, but nothing some ibuprofen can't handle. Ooh, I'm glad my ibuprofen's taking the edge off at least, but that's rough. I'm okay, thank you. I had a nice week away from everything. I feel like I'm still kind of catching up, because I feel like I've missed so much by not being online. But it was very needed. It was good to take that week out. Yeah, it means kind of mentally I'm doing a little bit better than I was. I was very close to burning out. And it's not kind of a magic fix, because I don't know what the magic fix is. But it definitely helped a lot. I keep hearing AC and thinking there's a cricket. Sorry, Paigey. I'm sorry. I'm better now. I was suffering a cold and a sinus infection last week. Ooh, that's rough. Sinus infections are awful. They're so painful. And uncomfortable. Where do you put your head? Yeah. That's a rough one. But yeah, it's nice to be back. I feel like I'm still reminding myself how to stream. I mean, obviously I've got kind of the technical elements, but I'm there acutely overthinking everything I'm saying and doing. And I think once I get back to it fully, that's been the nice thing about streaming 4 days a week at the moment. It kind of gives you all that practice. Being able to come home from a dentist and just sleep today instead of Zach being right home has made a big... Oh, that's good. Yeah, you need that rest. Because pain is so tiring. Lucky I got antibiotics early, so I got on top. That's good. I'm glad. Also, it turns out I've forgotten how to easily find stuff. There we go. Happy you're back, and also happy you got teleport. Thank you. I'm not planning on taking... Well, I'm having next Monday off, because it's a public holiday in the UK, and it'd be nice to have a day off. After that, though, I'm not planning on missing a single stream in September, so... It'll be good. Yeah, it's good to kind of have that break. I've got ideas of things I want to do. The problem is I actually have to knuckle down to do them. But yeah. In predictable fashion, I still have things I want to improve on the stream, and it's getting around to doing them. But I don't have any freelance work lined up at the moment, so all I have to do is fight my ADHD nature to go, shiny thing. Sadly, Twitch doesn't pay a holiday pay. No. What you got, blathers? Don't ramble about it. Or blather about it. But yeah, as I was saying before the monitor did its weird thing. Yeah, I think I'd like to go back to Amsterdam. I feel like I've seen it in very brief doses when I'm travelling through. And then me and my mum went in February. but it was so cold. It was about -5 centigrade. Possibly more than that, and it was a really, really cold few days, and it meant we didn't explore as much because, did I mention it was cold? So yeah, I think it would be nice to go back at some point. Really enjoy Amsterdam's relaxed vibe. It is a very relaxed place. It's Rachie! Happy anniversary! 17 years. For what it's worth, my parents never remembered their anniversary. I don't think they even ever knew when they got together. Granted, because they had a kind of interesting way of getting together. But more importantly, they never remembered their wedding anniversary. Yeah, they knew what date it was, and they'd go, oh, it was last week. Oh. So, it's easy to do. It was so hot when I was there, I had to put baby powder on my thighs from a check. Ooh. Yeah, when I popped into Amsterdam, when I was at TwitchCon in May, June, I kind of popped into Amsterdam briefly, and it was so hot, and I just went, nah. It was hot, it was very busy, and just now I wasn't in the mood. I also enjoy the attention, my new hair colours. Ooh, what hair colour have you gone with, Lou? Yeah, 17 years is a long time. Oh, my net vanished. Oh. Maybe, I mean, it's Monday night for you. Maybe celebrate it at the weekend, if you can. Oh, Lou, I shall have a look later. What do we need to do? I'll probably time skip in a minute. What I want are new villagers. Hey, Tom. Don't make it weird, chat. There's banging in the distance for plasterers. Must be moving on to the next step. Got some stockings, actually shorts, to help with chafing when going on walks. It's stocking fabric, so it doesn't make you hurt. Doesn't make you hot, and it helps. Ooh, they sound useful. Yeah. Don't worry about a thing. We can set up your getaway package to include a lovely furnished home. Oh, not at all. We'll set up your moving date at a later time. No, wait, why am I... Oh, that's okay. I didn't realise Tom Nook was speaking on the phone, because I forgot to use my eyes. He's on a month break from treatment. Oh, excellent, Miss Rachie. That's really good timing, then. Yeah. Yeah, do something. Yeah. I don't know what, because, yeah, you're allowed free will, but make sure you do something really nice for you both. But you overheard that call. Have we got people moving in? Ooh, 3 interested pies. Chat, I can still taste the liver and onions. I just need you to know this. Oh, have I got to go collect some stuff? Ooh, Greek yogurt. I haven't had Greek yogurt in a while. There's, in the local Aldi, they do vanilla Greek yogurt, which is really tasty, and they haven't sold it for ages. I don't like the regular plain Greek yogurt. I'll have to see if they've got it back in stock. Yeah, I'll prepare the homes, Tom Nook, properly. Depends how much effort is involved, because, yeah, I'm lazy. I shall have a look, Lou. I shall. I added some granola, honey, and blueberries, or bloobs as they call them, because I'm a bit cheap. That's good. Honey sounds like it'd be nice to add for flavour. Chat, what are your weeks looking like? Have you got anything fun going on? For those in the Northern Hemisphere, you're running out of summer. So, are you taking advantage of the summer? Or not? You've got to build a bridge. Tom Nook is so chatty. Hey Sarah, how are you? We only conversing, yeah, English only in chat. Lou got to the point so much better than I did. But how are you doing, Sarah? I need at least a drizzle of honey. I tried it without that and I couldn't stick to it. Yeah, that's the thing. It's getting the healthy stuff and then making it more interesting. Making it taste as sweet as the thing you secretly want to eat. Travel home. I'm glad you had a good time, Lou. Especially for your birthday. You deserved a good birthday. I've accepted my season passes to a water park. I have yet to visit. A sunk cost. I will not buy the season passes next. Yeah, you use up that season pass if you can. But yeah, Sarah, if you could speak in English only, I would appreciate that. Because yeah, we're an English only speaking channel. If you call work fun, then sure, that's my weakness. That sucks. What do we need for bridge construction? We need log stakes. How do I get the log stakes? Is there going to be something I have to no, okay. Where do I get the log stakes? But yeah, my week is going to be getting back on track, right? Need to cook more. I mean, my mum worked how much money we're spending on food, and yeah, we need to cut back a bit. Yeah, so we're going to dig out some recipes. We're actually going to work out a proper plan, because at the moment we pick up things as and when we think we need them, and then stuff goes to waste. So I never used to understand English only rule, and then someone pointed out it's because mods can't mod what they don't understand. Yeah, that's kind of it. Also, it's kind of simpler. It gets complicated. You know, if you've got multiple different languages in one stream, not everyone's going to understand every single language, so it kind of works out better to pick one and stick with it. You have a good kind of Scottish and blunt, Lou. Because yeah, you want to make sure that everyone is accessible. Accessible? That's not quite what I meant. But what I mean is, you want everyone to be able to understand what's going on, what they're chatting about. Yeah. Having said that, I have lurked on streams where I don't understand the language, and then yeah, I'm just lurking. I don't jump in and expect a change. Mods struggle with understanding the best of times, so we owe it to them to stick to one another. Sometimes, yeah. That is the curse of the interpretation of text. Because when I've modded for channels, sometimes I think everyone kind of errs on the side of being a little bit heavy-handed, and then you're there going, oh, well, it's because I couldn't read the, you know, I couldn't detect the sarcasm, or... Hello. Yeah, it's always complicated. My parents visited Scotland when I was a teenager and loved it. They didn't take me or my sibling. We've never been outside of the country. One day I will get my revenge and visit. I want to go to Scotland one day. Because I haven't, which always baffles anyone who doesn't live in the UK, because where they're going, it's the same country, and you think, it's a really long way. Driving is going to take me half a day, which again, to Americans is not that big a thing, but it definitely is if you're in the UK. But I have considered flying up there. 2 seconds, chat. As mentioned, Sarah, English only in chat. Your final warning, I'm afraid. Where was I at? Yeah, so hopefully one day we will make it to, well, I will make it to Scotland. Because I think I probably will fly at some point. Same as Dublin, actually. I realised Dublin's only... Doom! Dublin is not full of doom, I hope. Thank you, Shane. Thank you for the doom. Yeah, it's basically like, as a good way of summing it up, is say an hour flight to Dublin, an hour flight to Edinburgh, or an hour flight to Paris, or slightly longer to get to Amsterdam from where I live. And then it's that weird thing where there's a terrible attitude where you're there going, if I'm going to go on holiday and go on a flight, I want to go to a different country. I mean, obviously Dublin is a different country, but Edinburgh, you're left going, still in the UK. But I would like to. Now I've done more travelling, I would like to check it out. See a little bit more of a world. Well, I say the world, more of my country. It'd be cool if there was a translate. That would be useful, actually, yeah. Scotland is beautiful to visit. Yeah, I've never heard a bad thing. So, same with Dublin, actually. Smooth McGroove modded me in 2013 when I was new to Twitch, and he was as well. He got raided, and I started banning raiders because I thought it was malicious spam. Oh, it's like Nacious. I feel for you. I really enjoyed Dublin, but I only had about one day there, sadly. I didn't enjoy Dublin. There's the last of 5 cities I visited in 3 weeks. Oh yeah, I would be exhausted. Yeah, I think that would affect me a bit. Yeah, that's a lot. But yeah, I would like to, hopefully at some point. Weirdly, when I've looked up trips to, say, Edinburgh, it works out kind of the same cost as going somewhere in Europe. Which makes sense, but then there's a kind of part of me, like I said, when I wasn't travelling a lot, it was a bit, I want to go somewhere foreign, basically. But no, Edinburgh in particular, I'm not too interested in going to Glasgow. But that's purely a bias on my behalf, because my step-grandfather was from there, and it kind of put me off. Edinburgh is very, yeah, I've heard that. Like, every year, I always wish I could go to the Fringe Festival, and then I see the prices. Because a friend of mine performs at the Fringe Festival, and I don't even know he manages to do that every year. Hello. The first person I met on the ground in Dublin was also an Irish cabbie who warned me about the slur bar. Oh, that's not good. No. Hey, relaxing, how are you doing? I love Scotland. Yeah, it's good things. I live in Edinburgh and I don't want to go to London. Yeah, like I said, for me it's a certain, I appreciate his bias on my behalf because of my grandfather, but that's fair enough. But Edinburgh, I've never heard anything bad about Edinburgh before. I didn't know what to say at 25. At 44 I'd say, what if I want to visit the slur bars? Guessing it's going to be a slur for gay bars, maybe? Glasgow is awesome. Yeah. Is Scotland a country? Yes. I mean, it's a country, it's part of the United Kingdom, which is another country, so it gets... I feel like I'm going to get all of this wrong, because I live in Wales, which is a part of the UK. Confusingly, the UK is a country, and Wales is a principality, so it's not technically a country as far as I know, but it also blatantly is. So the UK gets kind of complicated. French bars in Dublin. I'm just going to quickly look up how to get log steaks. I'm sure probably one of you knows, but I'm being independent. How to craft log steaks, given to you early on by Tom Nook. I did not get that. I definitely do not have that recipe because I just checked. Oh man, there are so many Reddit posts from back in 2020. Oh, supposedly it is. I swear I looked at my recipe list. Okay, maybe I'm being an idiot. Let's have a look, man. Let's look properly. Principalities are ruled by Prince. Yeah, that's why we have the Prince of Wales. Oh, duh. Okay. Who everybody loves here. Question mark. I vaguely know someone from Glasgow I haven't spoken to regularly on Twitch in about 10 years. I should message him and ask if I can... What's the worst that happens? They block you. Elder, I wouldn't rule out you being an idiot. Wow. Just coming in here. I'm gonna corner you on Spoopy stream next time. I'm back, remember? Elder, how are you doing? I'm remembering it. You know, things like the Walking Dead games where it's so-and-so will remember this. Little box just above my head, it's going, Hallie will remember this. Kidneys could end up being sold in my back. I'll give Glasgow a miss. But if I ever had obscene amount of money, I would happily go to the Fringe Festival. I would love to go to the Fringe Festival. Bridge construction. Right in front of me. I do have a brain, chat. Elder, don't you say anything. I'm good, thank you, Elder. Yes, I had a nice week off from everything, and I feel mostly refreshed. Not quite there, but it still did me good. It was better to take the break than not take the break. Yeah, I'm sorry, Shane, you're nearly there. It's cooled down a lot, thank you, relaxing. It's, I think it's like 22, 23 centigrade. Which is a much more normal temperature for us, so it's going pretty well. Actually, we need to go place for bridge. Let's go place for bridge. Remember being confused when I was younger and Googling if the United Kingdom is a country, or if England, Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland are countries. Internet, yes. Yeah, pretty much. But technically Wales is a principality, but it's not really, it's a country. You would only ever say that to a Welsh person if you wanted them to hate you. So, don't say that, it's a country. It's just every now and then you get the people who are a little bit sucking up to the royal family. They're a little bit inclined to go, it's actually a principality. Summer temperature, yeah. It's good, yeah. I have a mate who does Edinburgh Fringe every year. I should go, you should. A friend of mine, well, technically a friend of a friend does the Fringe, performs at the Fringe every year. And I've seen some of his stand-up, and he's good. And I'd say I'm biased, but I'm kind of not, because it's a friend of a friend, so I'm not, you know, if they sucked, they sucked. Edinburgh Fringe sounds like a haircut someone gets after it. Can I have the Edinburgh Fringe, please? If you do go, I'm there as well if you want to meet randomly. Oh, absolutely, Lou. I would love to meet up with you. 22 degrees centigrade, but early spring. Yeah. I mean, earlier in the summer we had 40 centigrade, and that was brutal. The UK is not made for 40 centigrade. I can finally hear Welsh swear. For a very long time. Hey Akira, how are you doing? For a very long time I never knew anything about Wales except for as it was portrayed in Shadow Heart's Covenant. Has anyone in chat ever played the Ni no Kuni games? Because there is a character in that called Drippy, and that, I love the depiction there. I mean, it is a total kind of stereotype, but the Drippy voice is amazing. I love the cooling down too, Elder. The only annoying thing for me is making me desperately wish I could run. And I can't run yet, because my ankle says no. When it was a heat wave, I didn't care, because it was too hot and I didn't want to go for a run in the heat. But now it's getting a bit more comfortable, temperature-wise. I want to run, chat. I want to run. I'm doing good, thank you, Akira. The break was good. Very much needed. Still need to get my head straight a little bit with certain things, but nah, it was needed. It was good. Getting Edinburgh Fringe would be better than getting a Glasgow smell. Oh, yes. Yeah, 20 degrees is perfect for me too, Elder. Yeah. No, don't get a cold or flu, Cloaca. No getting ill. No. Did about a dozen half marathons. My medical advice seems to be I never run a game for my back. Oh, that sucks. See, Hallie, run, Hallie, run. Yeah, I'm not a good runner. I will never be a fast runner or anything particularly impressive, but it does my brain wonders. I just really love how freeing it is. Also, sounds suspiciously antisocial for somebody who's streaming right now. I love how I always run. I mean, I say on my own. I run places where there are lots of people, because woman. But I run on my own. You know, it's a thing I just do for me, and that's really important. Because when I go to the gym now, by the way, I'm going to do a time skip, so don't mind me. Yeah, when I go to the gym now, I'm one of those people now that people know and they say hi to and things. But when you go for a run, it's just you, and I really like that. I'm working on the fast. Oh, awesome, Elder. I don't think I'm ever going to be any good at the fast. Just nah. But my best, which was a few years ago now, when I was running regularly, was about 10 kilometers, and I'd like to get back to that, and I'd like to build it up. Just gonna hide this while I change the time around, because I don't think there's much that's gonna dox me, but I can never remember, and who wants to look at system settings? Looking swole, I wish, but hopefully I'll get back to it. I'm getting there. My arms are getting stronger. My legs, actually, I finally did leg day again at the gym last week for the first time in over 2 months. That felt nice. That felt like I was getting somewhere. Yeah, let's skip ahead to Tuesday. Nintendo is watching and I asked Twitch to ban you for timing. Knowing Twitch and Nintendo, they would. Taking up bird watching as a new hobby instead of running. Gonna fully embrace my old man here. I don't necessarily bird watch strictly, but I always feed the birds every morning. At the moment, they have 2 bird baths. They have seeds in a little tube so they can easily pick away at them. They have a coconut shell that has peanut butter and nuts and things put in it. And they usually have fat balls and bird seeds scattered across the lawn. I'm a bird person. That was very park life-ish, it was. Yeah. Just impressed I managed to do pretty much a whole workout. You did awesome, Lou. Last Saturday I ran a 1k in 4 minutes 41. Wow, that is awesome, Elder. That is fast. You are doing great. Oh wait, no, Tom, I just want to see if the bridge is built. Press 1 if your fat balls are spread across the lawn. Automod held a term for sex-based terms. How these birds have fat balls? You heard it first. I love how one fat ball got through and not the other one. Randomly reminded me of a story of my dad shooting a bird on his parents' bird bath with his pellet gun when he was a kid. He missed fortune. Whoa.
Aurora.
Aurora, how are you doing? Unfortunately for him, it ricocheted off the bird bath and blew out the window behind. Oh, what a shame, Slugnacious. They deserved everything they got. What a sentence indeed. My neighbours, the neighbours that we do not get on with because they're kind of a nightmare. I know last year I remember watching, he was doing some work in his garden and he literally just walked up and down. There was a whole load of birds sitting on the fence, clapping his hands really furiously to scare them off. And then when some returned, he picked up, they've got this little terrier dog. It's a cute little dog. And
thank you, Cloaker of One Dinosaur, for gifting a sub to Fat Balls Wobble to and Fro.
Cloak Funny Dinosaur gifted. Fat Balls Wobble to and Fro a subscription.
Thank you,
Cloaker of One
Also,
Dinosaur
Brian has
gifted a
woken
tier
up.
1 sub to Fat Balls Wobble to and Fro.
I don't know why Brian has
They
woken
have
up,
given
but I'm glad.
233 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you for the gift sub to Fat Balls Wobble to and fro. Yeah, so the neighbours, he picked up his little terrier dog. Brian did wake up the Fat Balls, he did. And lifted the dog up to the top of the fence to try to encourage the dog to bark and kind of chase the birds while not quite on the fence. So, yeah, my neighbours are both odd and not the best of people. It was a straight, yeah, who lifts up a dog to try and get them to bark at some birds that are on a fence, not in your way? And Cloaker Phony Dinosaur, yep. That's Cloaca's nickname. Brian gave it to him, so... Hey, we got Bridge. I love that Tom Nook on his announcement didn't go, oh yeah, you got a bridge now. Maybe I catch my breath and just kind of flopped here. You know, watching the sky is really calming. Automod. I'm surprised the name Fat Balls brings birds to the yard is not taken. Elder. I don't know what was... No. Oh, hey, you okay, Gulliver? Already licked all these cookies. Had to test for raisins. I mean, there's worse things he could have licked, given what we're discussing. Snoring sounds, etc. The waves. The waves are...
Thank you, Cloaca of One Dinosaur, for gifting a sub to I Love Fatball streamers.
Cloak Funny Dinosaur gifted. I Love Fatball streamers a subscription. Cloaca of One Dinosaur gifted a tier 1 sub to I Love Fatball streamers.
I was worried where that was going to go.
34 gift subs in the channel.
But I Love Fatball streamers. It's kind of wholesome-ish. Big up to the Fatball streamers. I am neither. I am a streamer. I'd look at... Oh, I would too, J-Luz. I banged my elbow. Ooh. Elbow bangs hurt. Anyway, we're just skimming through what Gulliver's got to say. Sounding a distance reminded me that the plasters are around and I'm there thinking, what if they've heard stuff? They won't have heard the TTS, because they're headphones. They will have heard me say some stuff. Am I going to get charged more? Chat, don't forget, if you have a tier 1 sub, you can use the 2 new hat emotes and the pride emote that Lavi4K very lovingly made. We will have animated emotes soon too. One of the hats is this hat. I can't remember which guinea pig. Either mouse or bear. Obviously, because there's only 2. Caught a big mama pickle there. What is going on in that pond? How are the leaderboards looking anyway? Who is at the top? Hannah is still way at the top. Jackie is fast approaching. J-Luz is third. It's quite a battle. Gloel leapt to 4th because, I don't know if you saw, Gloel managed to catch every single legendary in the game. I mean, not quite, but close enough. That's a strong top 10. Cloaca 5th, Rindello 6th, Slugnacious 7th, Shane 8th, Miss Rachie 9th, and Ozzy 10th. And we got, yeah, looking good. Thank you for the womp Aurora. How are you doing? Today, yeah, that diamond was so good. Yeah, I feel like I have fallen behind on literally everyone. That's the downside to taking a week off. Thank you for hydrate, J-Luz. I have a lot of water. I forgot to hydrate. Ugh. Still a hint of liver and onion in my mouth. But yeah, that's the downside to taking a week off. It feels like I missed out on so much, because we all know what Twitch is like. You end up kind of spending your life checking in on people, and I missed out on a ton. So I hope you're all doing well. I hope you had pleasant weeks, or neutral weeks, because sometimes a neutral week is plenty. That was not what I meant to do. It's good to be back. What do we got in the message bowl? I found a recipe in an old dinosaur book. That dino's got to be real mad by now. Real easy. My head was stuck in my shirt and I still did the DIY. You have a rose crown. Sniped by Elder. You can still type exclamation mark fish. The bold thing for me to say, I don't think there's a cooldown on exclamation mark fish. Kangaroo, that was evil. You didn't see a fish pop there. Oh no, she didn't. Oh. The fishing game keeps breaking. And it is not a me thing, it has been breaking a lot. Hold on. We'll wait until Sangaroo is fished. Then I will hide it, and then I'll try and reset the command. The command, it keeps breaking, and all it needs is a reset. It's not. Problem with the fishing game is it hasn't been updated in a long time. And it's showing. Right, let's cast command. Okay. Right, that'll probably work. Have a look. That ain't working. Fishing game. Why you do this? Hold on, chat. So fish works. Looks like there's a user command, a user cooldown. So you can all fish to your heart's content, but you only get a fish every 5 minutes. But channel redeem, I got nothing. Everything should be working on this side. It does not. Let's try resetting it. Don't fist the fish. That's that's not nice. Don't leave the fish alone. Yeah, hopefully you didn't hear that. Hopefully not. Did I work this time? Yeah, the go fishing command is broken. So yeah, stick with exclamation mark fish. It won't cost you any points. There's just a 5-minute cooldown. Cloacas deserve love too. Hopefully you did hear that. The plaster should know better than to fish. I haven't asked him his opinion, but I think he probably does. I don't think I will ask his opinion. We'll just assume he knows. And if he doesn't, well, as long as he doesn't do it on work time, it's his choice. Let's get the plaster in check. He is working hard. Failing that, he is here all week. So, there you go. If he's working less hard on Thursday or Friday, I'll go, hey, could you just quickly come and say hi to some people? They want to know you. Imagine the deranged comments you would all come out with. You'd better all you better all thank him for doing a good job of that office. Caught an epic octopus. Not too shabby.
Thank you, Gloel, for gifting a sub to Plasterer.
Okay, he's even got a gift
Plasterer
sub.
Subscription. Gloel gifted a tier 1 sub to Plasterer. They have given 15
Thank you,
gift
Chloe,
subs
for
in the
one
channel.
dinosaur for gifting a sub to Plaster Baby Big Boy.
Cloak von Edenasaur gifted.
One of those
Baby
was
Big
so
Boy, a
wholesome, and then there was
subscription.
the other
Cloak
one.
of one dinosaur gifted a tier 1 sub to Plaster Baby Big Boy. They have given 235 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you, Gloel, for the gift sub to Plasterer, and thank you, Cloaca, for the gift sub to... Should I whisper it? Plasterer Baby Big Boy. Sarah, I'm not visiting any Animal Crossing villages. Villages? Yeah, villages at the moment, but thank you for being here. Loudon, yeah, there was a lot of Loudon, but I whispered the name just in case he's near. He shouldn't be there. Me looking over at the door nervously. Chat, what are you playing at the moment? Like, right this second. Except for those poor unlucky souls that are going, I'm at work. Everything is awful. Oh, that'll be a... Oh, a hole go. Oh, I love unpacking. Such a chill, fun game. Or Foundry for the days. I started Caravan.
Thank you, JLuz _ for gifting a sub to Plastomy69.
JLuz _ gifted Plastum69 a subscription. JLuz _ gifted a tier 1 sub to Plastum69. They have given 3 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you for the gift sub to Plastomy69. Thank you, JLuz. And thanks for the hype train, everyone. Caravan sandwich, I do not. Oh no. Oh no, Sonic. Bad times are coming for Sonic. Do you think he made it? I don't think he made it. Whoa! JLuz must have just... Yeah, Jay wins. But yeah, JLuz has blown past everyone with that treasure chest. All thanks to... Was it?
Thank you, Cloaker of 1 Dinosaur, for gifting a sub to Plastered Granny Milkers.
Cloak von Dinosaur gifted. Plastered Granny Milkers a subscription. Cloaker of 1 Dinosaur gifted a tier 1 sub to Plastered Granny Milkers. They have given 236 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you for the gift sub. I'm glad that Brian is alive once more. You got a junk coffee cup. You just don't have the luck that JLuz has. I'm sorry. And to catch up on Leaderboard gone. Cool, that's good. What is Caravan Sandwich? I'm intrigued. Just because I like the name. Ooh, Aurora, I hope the hospital appointment went okay. And I hope you enjoy lying in bed, because how can you not? That's the best. When I was reading a lot this past week, I just laid in bed to read. Even when I was playing on my Steam Deck, I just did a lot of laying in bed. It was great. I bought one of the Guna games. Steam was advertising to me, so I'm playing. Ooh, good luck. Good luck. I think good luck is the best way to phrase that. But thank you for the gift subs to Plastered Granny Milkers. Who comes up with these names? I think of a little hype train. I reckon we need another time skip. We need people to move in. Good luck with the fishing, Elder. Do better than a coffee cup. You can do this. I try my best, Cloaca. Caravan Sandwich is a cool, cute sci-fi expert. Ooh. I might look it up as it's free on Epic. Akoi, congratulations. Chat, remember this, don't forget to cool down after a workout. You don't want to overheat, plus it helps build even more muscle. I kind of suck at cooling down. But, you know, don't be mean, be better. Imagine being named Tank. Yeah, Tank? How can, yeah. Tank is built like a tank. It's a very good name. There should be more game demos. Absolutely. Yeah. It's just useful. Tank, have you got anything else to say? Word is, Tom Nook scouted you for his fine Nuggy some new faces team. Solid draft. The more neighbours we have, the more muscle mass we can all build. I think Tank's going to end up scary when there's lots of neighbours. Let's see what Tom Nook needs us to do. I assume we got to build some houses. Kapow! Yeah, he loves saying kapow. He is peak Jim Bro. Thanks to you, Nuggy has its very own bridge. Our little island has come so far. We should make it easier to prepare homes for the new getaway package participants. And there are, of course, more tasks I'll need your help with. When you have a moment, ask me what should I do. One more thing. I'd like to hold a ceremony. the ceremony to go, hey look, there's a bridge. It was officially the last day of winter for me. Now it's summertime. Ooh, good luck, Jones. We're in late summer here. And honestly, for once, the UK summer has lasted since May. That's a long summer for the UK. You know it's been hot and dry for a long time here, because usually what happens is everyone kind of lives in the garden for a few days because there's a really rare heat wave. And we have had so many heat waves that none of my neighbours are bothering to be in the garden anymore. Like, we've just gone, yeah, it's hot. Yeah, it always is. Also, to sound very middle-aged, all the trees, the leaves have just gone brown. The trees are not doing well. Bridge is a turning point. I hope we can continue making great strides to improve the quality of life in this precious community. The trees are not having a hot girl summer. They are suffering so bad. And the lawn, all the grass is just brown. Yeah, let's get ready to take a picture. Everyone, say cheese. There we go. Thank you all for the hype train. Very grateful. I am going to take a quick little break before we work out what Tom Nook wants us to do. I reckon he's going to want us to summon up some trees and things to build new houses. But I'm going to take a quick little break because I need a snack, and I need that snack to not be a Bean Boozle. So I'm going to stick Wordle on in the meantime. We haven't... Wordle? No Wordle. Words on stream. See, this is what happens when you take a week off of streaming. You use the wrong words. Not going to put ads on because we had ads a little way, but I'm suddenly hungry. So you can all join in on Words on Stream, not Wordle. And I will be right back once I have a bag of crisps. Healthy, you know. welcome back, everyone. Well, I say that, you guys didn't go anywhere. There weren't even any ads. You were just there playing words on the stream, patiently waiting for me to finish eating. No, Aurora, it's good. I mean, it works. I don't know why it does the bit where it goes, you don't have permission, and you're vegan, but they blatantly do have permission, they just did it. So I need to tweak it. It's on the list. The list is an annoyingly long list. Mostly of things where I'm vegan. Why does it go up? But, yeah. Yeah, if a moderator types continue for words on the stream, it's meant to delete it, but it's not meant to do the bit where it then says, you don't have permission for it, because they do. But don't worry, Aurora. It works. So that's the main thing. We're 75% of the way there. Just because it was neat. But obviously it's less neat because, as demonstrated. So, I had permission, everyone. Look, yes, Aurora absolutely has permission. But yeah, the original idea was to make it neat, so it deleted the message, but we'll probably just leave it. It'll be easier. Tom Nook, I want to know about how to get people in. Also, I'm pleased to say I had a bag of crisps or chips, whatever you want to call them. They were beef flavoured, and then I had half a protein bar that was peanut butter flavoured. I can't taste the liver and onions being boozled anymore. I'm safe. I'm in the clear. Okay, let's go do that. Yeah, I get it, Tom Nook. Oh, Tom Nook is so shy. Your fish and elder. Also, just now I realised, before I went away for the week, I submitted a whole load of freelance work. And basically, it's with a client that, if you don't hear from them, it's good news. But most of the time you will hear something, not because I'm a terrible writer, but because it's very rare for you to write something perfectly first time when you're dealing with somebody else's vision. Anyway, very pleased to see that while I was gone, it turned out all the work went live, and I only found out now because a PR contact emailed me to thank me for putting it for it going online, and I'm going, oh, that's good. I submitted like 12,000 words or so, and it turned out I did it spot-on without anyone needing to ask me to change a thing. Smug face. Smug face indeed. Also, it means I'll get paid sooner, which is way better. Let's bung some houses down here. Because it's annoying. Some clients will pay you when you submit the work. Annoyingly, they only pay you when it goes on the website. And that's... It's a big name, so it's worth it, but sometimes it's kind of annoying. Oh, I see. So we place the plots, then we have to sort out the furniture. Why don't I just want to move in a tent like everyone else? Thanks, Kalaka. Yeah, it's a nice... That's a bit reassuring. While work is how it is, it's nice that at least when I submit the work, touch wood, I'm good at what I do, it's just budgets and generative AI and late stage capitalism and all that stuff. Okay, I'm just checking. What do we need for exterior? They want a lot of stuff. Okay, well let's go play some other plots. Don't pick up a weeds, that was on me. Yeah, I thought that'd be okay. What about Uzi? See, good at writing, not so good at pressing the right button in a game. Oh, we got plot 2 set up. But yeah, for now, no freelance work set up, which There's always pros and cons to that. It's nice to have a bit more time. And like I said, I've got some ideas on my content creation front that I can work on, but obviously it doesn't pay at this time. Hey, we got a ladder recipe. That's going to be useful. These people want some fancy furniture. A birdhouse. Can you not provide your own birdhouse? Yeah, the extra chat badges are nice. I like it. Nice amount of variety. I also these days have the Mod Founder badge, which looks quite cool. I haven't really used it much anyway because there's so many badges. When are you starting your donut blog? That tempt me into just having a lifestyle where all I do is eat donuts. That won't look like a cry for help, will it? That won't be a... Yeah, her work dried up a lot, so now she eats donuts. I do need to update the Discord and put some more Lush bath bomb reviews. Because I've been taking my pictures and I have the I have the experience. I've spent time in my bath. And oh wait, actually let's see what they want. I haven't put up the reviews yet. I will. Oh, the Dungeon Crawler Carl underpants. Yeah, I have a Princess Donut. 1, 2. Think of a moment. Yeah, if you give 2 subs, you get those 2 badges plus 2 months of Audible. Was it 2 credits or Audible? No, it's 2 months. I have a Lush order. Oh, exciting. I ordered nice shower stuff and creams to take for... Oh, that's good. You've got the hospital stuff next week, haven't you? Well, the start of it next week, right, Well, I think I remember you saying. Ladder. So yeah, I'm glad you are treating yourself so you're making it as nice as you can. Yes, you need to do a Lush order, J-Lose. Everyone needs to do a Lush order. I go in next year. Yeah, I thought it was... I had a feeling it was the 1st of September. Softwood. We need softwood. Chat, have you ever had... No, we won't. No, we need softwood. Nearly 1. Happens to everyone. Yeah, J-Lose, it can't be helped. No judgment. Just sometimes it's just like that. Doesn't mean anyone is doing anything wrong. When I was in, one of the women let me use her fancy perfume and nail polish. Oh, that's very good. I had a picture pop up as a memory on my phone that I forgot. 5 years ago is when my Crohn's diagnosis happened, and crucially when everything happened, because I had to have about an endless stream of vaccinations before I had the immunosuppressant. Oh no. Run. Hello, everyone. So anyway, so 5 years I had to have lots of vaccination. I had to have an iron infusion because my blood was a mess. And then also I had to have the first infusions of the drug I'm on now. So anyway, so the picture I had from 5 years ago, I think it was only yesterday or a couple of days ago, was I made sure that I put nail polish on my nails. Because stuff like that helps. If you're having to go in for a hospital thing and it's all a bit scary and crucially you feel out of control, it's nice to think, yeah, I look nice. Or, you know, I've done something that is kind of self-care and maybe something you wouldn't normally do. Whenever I get chased by wasps, I run into the museum to hide, like, oh, that's a good idea. I was trying to run to water, but I think the museum would be a better call. When I was staying in my hospital with Mum, one of the nurses complimented my aftershave and said I smell expensive. You're winning there, J-Lose. I love when Google is like, remember this fun memory? Hospital folk. Yeah, Yeah, it doesn't always get it right. It's, yay, look at this holiday. Look at this time. It was basically one of the worst times of your life because you had all this hospital stuff. Anyway, moving on. My friend sent me a kangaroo and all the nurses loved it. Oh, that's lovely. I remember tied into the Lush stuff, to be slightly like that, I think not many people kind of did things that, to be blunt, I would have done if they'd gone into hospital. But I remember some really good friends sent me a huge amount of Lush stuff in a gift box and everything. That was really nice. Because yeah, those things add up when you're dealing with scary times. Okay. Sorry, I have a protein bar on my lung. That's the best way of putting it. There's my ladder. Thank you. Let's pick all the pretty flowers. Oh, yeah, we haven't got any. Okay, alright, we'll just wander. But yes, go for all the self-care, go with the Lush stuff, the nice nail polish, all the things that make you feel more human. Because even when you've got really nice staff at the hospital, whatever, I think by its very nature you tend to feel a little bit less you. And I think those things add up fast. Things feel so much more doable when you can just feel better about yourself and smell. Yeah, definitely. I know I bought really nice perfume right before the pandemic hit, and it still smells fine, but it's kind of attached to some slightly difficult memories now. So when I was in London, I came across this really cheap perfume. Like it was, I think basically when I say perfume, it was that kind of stuff that people buy for kids. So they go, ooh, I've got perfume, and it's kind of under 10 quid. But I bought it because it smelled really nice. It kind of smelled fresh and a little bit of fragrance without being expensive. And I try and use it most days, particularly when I go to the gym, because it smells nice and you immediately feel that bit better about yourself. And then I say the expensive stuff, or to be honest, I don't really use the expensive stuff now, but it's fair. Bringing anything reminds you of that, yeah, definitely nice. Being in a health service system can make you feel like a commodity. Yeah. Because ultimately you do kind of end up being a number. And yeah. Luckily, at least in my experience, I've usually had pretty good staff. But you're still ultimately a number. So it's nice to have that bit of humanity. And stuff like when I went in for my infusion, I was in, like, going too dark about it, I was also on a chemo ward. Even though I wasn't having chemo, I guess the system was the same. It was all being on IV drips and things. And it was a humbling experience. I don't want to go into it too much, but yeah, you kind of going, okay, I'm doing better than some of these people. And then there were other people that kind of knew everyone because they had to go in so regularly rather than I had to go in once. So it was nice to have things that reminded me of home. It was mostly a Kindle, nice nail polish, and just smelled nice. It happened to me before. It was an experience, yeah. I understand why it makes sense to put everyone in the same room, but you're kind of there thinking, ooh, okay, this is hard. And you're just grateful you get to go home. Let's get donating. Let's actually go check out what is actually being built here, because I feel like I've accomplished quite a lot with the fossils. A bath. Oh, baths are always so rejuvenating, I find. I do like showers, but a bath is... I like baths. Shark tooth pattern. Yeah, we're doing well. Look, there's a decent amount being built here. Not too shabby at all. Showers are functional. Baths are for victory. Yeah, exactly. Showers are very good for me, like if I'm just feeling a bit sweaty because for gym or just been walking and it's a hot day. Baths, yeah. An experience is the exact way of putting it. I should call you the Island Archaeology. Yeah, I'm surprised how well I've done. I do enjoy with any Animal Crossing game collecting all the fossils and the bugs and things, so it makes sense. Need to make sure the next hotel I stay at has a bug. Yeah, the last hotel I stayed at in Rotterdam, it was a really nice hotel. Probably a bit expensive, but I stayed in a really bad hotel the first time I went to TwitchCon. So the second time I thought, nah, I want to stay somewhere nice. But you only had a shower. Which was fine, but after a long day of walking, it would have been nice to have had a bath. Okay, we're doing good. We haven't really caught many bugs, but there's a lifetime of Animal Crossing to go here. Chat, what do you think of the odds are that when I wrap up the stream, am I going to remember to take this hat off, or am I just going to walk out and talk to the plasterer while I've still got the chicken nugget hat on? I think there's a strong possibility, because I didn't take it off in my break, and I didn't leave the room during my break, but it just didn't occur to me to take it off. I think you should keep it on. You'll have the hat. Yeah. He's here for 5 days. It feels like he should kind of know that, oh yeah, I stream games a few days a week. I'm looking up stuff. I mean, my favourite sandwich place, not the absolute favourite sandwich place that is still, rest in peace, we don't know what happened to you, we'll forever miss you. But my new favourite sandwich place, they know I stream, because I was talking about it when I was getting some breakfast there last week. And then the guy was like, tell me what your username is. Oh, I've got to follow you. And I was like, we do a lot of cozy games. Yeah, I love that. So, what if I'm saying all this and they're lurking away? If they are, hi sandwich person, you are great. Will you take the headphones off? Oh yeah, that will probably help, because I will remember to take the hat off, because I've got to take the headphones off. There we go. That will be the sensible part. Sandwich guy, are you here today? If they make good sandwiches. I can't tell you where they're located, because doxing, but good stuff. One of my co-workers randomly found me on front page on site. Whoa. Yeah. The algorithm is algorithming. Okay, well we can definitely make the birdhouse. Suppose we'll just craft whatever we can craft and then we'll go from there. Sandwich guy, I'll take a Philly cheesesteak. They do a good Philly cheesesteak. You do. That is one of their most popular options. Sandwich guy, he'll take 2. 1 for me. I'll take 3. 1 for... What's your favourite... Oh, okay. Ooh, that's a bit... Now, annoyingly for me, my favourite breakfast sandwich, they don't do anymore. And I'll tell you why. Because of my ankle, I couldn't go get breakfast for quite a few weeks. And then when I came back and I went, hey, I want... My favourite breakfast was halloumi and avocado with sriracha sauce and everything bagel seasoning in a nice kind of roll. And I went back and went, oh, do you still do that? And they went, no. I went, oh, that's a shame. And I went, no, because you were the only one that ever got it, but we kept it on the menu because you always got it, and then you vanished for a few weeks. So that was my absolute favourite. They did one time make it for me and just declare it a Hallie special. So that was very kind of them. For lunch, my favourite sandwich is they sometimes, because they change the menu every week, but they sometimes do one that is basically crispy chicken with mozzarella, but you know, as in buffalo mozzarella, so good quality mozzarella. And then they do it with this tomato vodka sauce, and then add some extra regular grated cheese. And you get a little pot of a tomato vodka sauce to dip the bread in, and it's really nice. Yeah, those are the two immediately come to mind. At Christmas, they did a really nice roast dinner sandwich. That was good stuff. Avo and sriracha, yeah, it really is. I mean, at least with a halloumi and avocado sandwich, I can make that, and I'm trying to save a bit of money, so I think ahead of the weekend where I tend to make myself a nice sandwich, I'm going to buy all the components, because yeah, it's good stuff. I also do a lot of good loaded fries. See, I would be, if I was able to tell you the location, I would be such a good advocate for this place. They also do really good cake. They're really good. I'm getting hungry, chat. That's no good. I mean, obviously the bag of crisps was not going to particularly help, it turns out. Who would have thought, if you're getting hungry and it's lunchtime, that some crisps and a protein bar wasn't going to be the solution to everything? Unfortunately for me, after the stream, if I want to eat, I need to go for a walk and get something to eat. Because clearing the fridge went so well that there wasn't actually a lot of edible food left. I would... oh, chocolate cake. You can't beat chocolate cake. I got berry bakewell, but ooh, that's a good choice too. But yeah, after the stream, once I... So who wanted the log stock? Because I swear somebody did, because that's what was on the request. Yeah, after the stream I'm going to make some chicken with peppers. I need to get the peppers. Some onion. I'll probably do it with some rice. Just simple and a little bit gym bro food, but I like it. Maybe somebody else requested it then. What you gonna catch, J. Lose? We look up stuff? Actually, let's look up the miles. We haven't done that in a while. The command is broken, Sanguru. I don't know why the redeem is. I'm blaming the app. But you'll have to do exclamation mark fish. You'll never be a real gym bro, Hallie. Peppers, too fancy. Yeah, too much flavour, isn't it? They don't like flavour. Just needs to be plain chicken, no spice. Because I forgot there will definitely be a lot of spice in mine. Brown rice and broccoli. That is pure gym bro food. I think they're scared of flavour. Now when you mention sandwiches, maybe you think about the local Italian cafe I got in my town that does a fantastic chicken parma sub. Ooh, nice. Yeah, the sandwich place near me does good. Does a good chicken parma sub. So they alternate each week, so they do like 2 to 3 beef or pork ones, 1 or 2 chicken ones, and they usually only do 1 veggie one, but the veggie one is really good. Yeah, that's the ultimate thing. They're all good. There's no kind of filler in there. I'm having chicken nuggets and waffles. Nice. I'm going to have a quick bite of the rest of my protein bar. I need the food. Excellent plan, Jones. I approve. Okay, let's get some weeds and hit some trees. That was the wrong button. Don't mind me, chat. Okay, much like my actual garden, it doesn't take a lot to collect a lot of weeds. Yeah, mine got way more than 20. Growing weed in her garden, but yeah, that's my next career path. I got a plan ahead, you see. Again, generative AI can't grow weed. Not yet. One day, probably, yeah. That's what you need in a world of generative AI. An honest living. Drug dealing or undertaking. Not my axe. The end of a line for my trusty, flimsy axe. I think the clue is in the name. I'm glad we have this focus on we've got to make all the furniture for 3 plots, because I was feeling a little bit, ooh, what's our focus? And now I like it when there's a bit of structure. Need more softwood. Chat, what is your favourite sandwich? Good me, I don't know. I think my favourite sandwich honestly does depend on my mood. Nothing is going to beat the distant days of the absolute favourite sandwich place. They'd just somehow have the right bread, they'd have really good caramelised onions, the cheese was good quality, and I greatly miss that place. Over the years I've dealt with a lot of grief, but you know what? Nothing quite speaks like the grief of losing out in your favourite sandwich place. It was a sanctuary. Caesar sandwich or steak? Caesar sandwich is a good choice. I'm sure steak is. I don't eat steak, so I don't know from personal experience, but a Caesar sandwich, good choice. Simple ham and cheese toasty. That's a good choice too. Sometimes the simple stuff is the best. I fell asleep only to be awoken by the doorbell to my room. You wanted to check your room was cleaned. Yes, it was. I deliberately left my room before 10 AM so it could be cleaned as you woke me up the previous day. Oh, and now you woke me up from... Oh, that's the worst. Yeah, that sucks, Lou. I hope you got some decent sleep before then, but... oof, is it? Yeah. curvature of a landscape as it approaches the horizon. How small do you think this world is? And is it log-shaped or spherical? I mean, Velo is asking the deep questions. What do you think, chat? I think it's quite a small world here. To me, it feels like everything on Animal Crossing feels quite small. Not in a negative way, just kind of... I mean, hold on, let's wait for... Yeah, see, look at that map. Oh, I'm in the way of the map. Hey, that's not... We're right. Hold on. Where am I? See, look at that map. There is not... There's not a lot going on there, is there? It's a small map. So yeah, I think it's a small world out there. Yeah, a log and flat-shaped, I think, is probably the key there. They're living in a flat earther's dream. Might mention at the front desk, because it's a bit odd. You should know it's been. It's a bit... You're at a Hilton, Lou? Yeah, definitely, but Hiltons are not cheap. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you don't have to be rude about it, you can just be a bit off about it. I mean, alternatively, if you want to be rude, that's okay too, but... Somebody needs to know. That is probably the key. It is a small world, yep. It's a small world after all. That is now stuck in my head forever. 1300 before... Yeah, you want to be able to sleep without getting woken up. They should have made it curve up into the sky instead of falling off into the horizon, so people can make fan theories about Animal Crossing taking place in Halo Universe. Oh no, that's immediately made me think of, imagine what the Animal Crossing fan fiction must be like. I do not want to know. No, that's... Oh man, that stuff must be so messed up. Maybe Animal Crossing is outside of a Halo. It could be. Hey, cute little raccoons. I want to sell stuff. Now I want to find Animal Crossing fanfiction. Yeah, you don't want to know. It's pretty hot though. I'm going to end up looking it up at some point, aren't I? Because the problem is, I'm curious. I'm going to be curious, I'm going to regret it. It's going to be really weird. I'm going to learn some stuff. Yeah, it's fine, I just wanted to make room, Timmy. I got farming? Crafting to do. Yeah, that's why people go there, Sanguru, is absolutely to get off. Yeah. That plaster wasn't near for that bit. Searching Animal Crossing FF might get you a very old. It's weird, once upon a time when I used to kind of look around at certain things on the internet, I thought, oh yeah, I've seen everything, and it turns out, nah, I'm pretty innocent and naive compared to a lot. You've done Ram Final Fantasy. Imagine a Final Fantasy fanfiction. What the... Wait, what the hell is that? That looks like something in fanfiction. We're not no, because that would be... What is that? You fancy a squall? No, you drove me insane. Why would you make that? That is disturbing. Anyway, let's go collect peaches. 2,899 works from Animal Crossing. Whoa. we have ads coming up by the way, chat. They'll run for 3 minutes. They will pay me a tiny, tiny sum of money, but then there won't be any ads for an hour. And sadly, as we all know, Twitch is going to force you to have ads whether you like it or not. Having said that, we might burn through some snoozes because we'll probably wrap up quite soon. So if a pre-rolls come on, that doesn't really matter. Yeah, we'll get snoozing. Ignore my ramble because yes, probably do need to get some lunch at some point soonish. Let's go peach hunting for a little bit longer. Need to check in on how the plaster is doing too. Gonna be exciting. Gonna have to paint some walls afterwards, but it will be worth it. Lunch kind of makes me want to make a yummy. Good. I've inspired. I'm glad. What would you make, Rimbello? Why did that peach vanish? We all need to go make sandwiches. Even if you're on the other side of the world and you should actually be going to bed, you need to go make some sandwiches. No worries, Sanguru. I hope your meeting goes okay. Good to have you here. Top relationship is CJ and Flick. See, as somebody who watched a lot of The West Wing once upon a time, my brain immediately went, CJ out of The West Wing having a romance with somebody out of Animal Crossing, and then went, yeah, probably. That sounds like something somebody would write. Let's get all the peaches. People will write fanfic about every year. I used to write fanfiction. And that's all I'm going to say. Because you will never find it. But somewhere in the world, there is fanfiction. We should drop. We got anything that's inessential? Not really. Okay. Oh wait, the weeds. I watched The West Wing recently for the first time. Great series, if only America was real. Yeah. It's really good. I mean, ultimately it's pure fantasy, especially at this point. But it's good. I mean, it's flawed. It's not everything flawed. But I enjoyed it a lot. In recent times, I got really into The Pit. The Pit is very good. Also surprisingly political. It could have just been a medical procedural drama, and instead it really lays into the American Health Service. Or should I say, to be more accurate, the American health insurance side of things. Run season 2 of The Pit, Aurora, or season 2 of The West Wing? Both good. Actually, the president is a cool guy just trying to do the right thing. Some of the most successful propaganda. Yeah, it is. Having said that, that's the thing. I mean, a lot of The West Wing is a little bit fantastical, and then every now and then, like, there'll be an episode where the president is kind of exactly what you would expect of a president, you know, just bombing something because he's annoyed. But obviously, even current political stuff, it still looks massively like a fantasy compared to what we've actually got now. The Pit, it's really good, but also using it as exposure for him. Yeah, I can see that. A friend of mine who spent a lot of time in a hospital, not for her, but watching her dad suffer in hospital. She loved ER, and then she was all, oh, I'm going to watch The Pit, and I was a bit, I don't know if you should, that's going to give you a lot of flashbacks. And she did, and it did. But on the other hand, I think she found it very weirdly cathartic because it gave her, I don't know, kind of an outlet. Like you said, for exposure therapy. Let's go deliver. Stuff. And we'll probably call it, but I've been really enjoying Animal Crossing. I think because now there's that little bit of structure, that is what I needed. Went upstairs to do a quick thing and got caught in 45 minutes of chores that needed to get done. That is so ADHD. Like the time I went downstairs to get a bottle of water, and then basically I ended up doing a huge amount of gardening and all sorts of stuff. Then came back upstairs, did a bunch of stuff at my desk for about an hour. Then remembered I'd never actually filled up a bottle of water, and then had to go downstairs to get a bottle of water. I got so much done, man. Yeah, you conquered 45 minutes. Yeah, that's the better way of looking at it. Think of it, I bet we can't... We've got to fill up all the interior stuff before we can do the exterior, isn't it? Yeah, that would make perfect sense. I love when I hit my daily stairs goal at 11. Yeah. Still have to get my kids ready to leave the house in 20 minutes. You did good, Slugnacious. But I do know what it's like to go do one thing and then go, so I did all the other things. On that note, chat, we are going to wrap things up a little bit earlier than planned. But to be blunt, I'm hungry. And because there's no food in the house, because it turned out the fridge was full of expired food, because ADHD, I need to go to the store, pick up some stuff so we can actually eat. Because it's 2 PM, we had breakfast stuff, we didn't have lunch stuff, we haven't got dinner stuff. It is good, it's a good return. To be honest, my voice is feeling it a tiny bit. I haven't talked for 3 hours straight and I don't know how long. Probably nearly 2 weeks ago. But thank you all, it's been a pleasure. I have a lot of thank yous. And thank you Cloaca and Gloel and Jones and Slugnacious. It's been really good to be back. Like I said at the start, I was a bit worried that I would start streaming and I was lucky 2 people would turn up and I'd think, oh no, the momentum has gone, everything is going wrong. And instead, you all turned up. I had a lovely raid from Rage Factory, so if you're not already following Rage Factory, do give them a follow. And I have so many thank yous to give. You have all been insanely generous. Granted, I ate a whole bunch of Bean Boozles, but you... Yes, momentum. Oh, good old Portal. We might get back to it one day. A lot of momentum. Thank you for a shout out, Aurora. So... Thank you, J-Luz, for the resub, Loel for the watch streak, Slugnacious for the 5 gift subs. This is going to be a list. Hey, Marion. Don't. I think I've gone the wrong way. No, I went into the hit. You have been insanely generous. You turned up, Lou. But just turning up is sufficient. Turning up is huge. Just the sheer fact there are other people here. Oh no, we've got a Tangier party. Okay, while we're vibing. Thank you. Okay, I've got a whole bunch of stuff on my screen. Thank you, Ozzy, for the resub. Cloaca for the gift subs. Gloel for the 10 gift subs. Slugnacious for the many bits. Shane for the gift subs. The many Gigantifiers from a whole bunch of you, so thank you. Lots of vibing. Mr. Wizard for many bits. Oh, hey! Where did you come from? I'm trying to look at my screen here. Please, no dancing. And now I just look like I'm gazing at you. And the follows, and Lou with a tier 2 resub. Did so much more than just turn up. But turning up is huge. Miss Rachie for the gift subs. Mel the massive watch streak, Cloaca with a whole bunch more gift subs, Gloel with a bunch more gift subs, J-Luz. I think I've got everyone. If I forgot you, I didn't forget you. I was streaming, I was looking through the activity feed while there was a whole bunch of dancing on screen. But it was a lot of juggling. So thank you all. And as you can see, tier 1s have got 3 new emotes. I'm going to message Lavi tomorrow to sort out the animated emotes, so hopefully they will be soon. They'll be for tier 1s as well, because I don't think followers are able to get animated emotes, which is a shame. Juggle these nuts. Yeah, I was juggling these nuts. there are raid messages. That one is for subscribers. And we also have this one for followers. Yeah, it worked. Everything is broken. Aurora, you got there anyway. I'm so bad at delegating. I need to be better at delegating. I'm working on it, chat. I'm not used to asking for help in any parts of life. No, Aurora, I was too fast. I'm not good at asking for help. I'm really bad at it. I need to work on it. Who shall we... If only there was a raid 3. We could have a raid 3 as a troll, couldn't we? That'd be fun. Who should we raid over to? I'm going to be back Thursday. If you're not already part of the Discord, please join. !Discord will give you all the details. Yeah, I'm going to be back Thursday. We're going to play Tomodachi Life. I'm going to see how it goes. I don't know how... I'm going to see how successful it is. We might swap over to 2 days of Animal Crossing a week. But there's definitely Tomodachi Life this Thursday. Friday, we'll finish Sonic and Knuckles. And we'll play Sonic CD if we've got time. Saturday, I don't know what we're going to play Saturday. Honestly, no idea. I'm going to wait and see how I feel on Saturday. I didn't want to commit to anything. We'll have a think. Who shall we raid over to? Flying in to eat beans. There. Who shall we head over to? I don't know. Because obviously we haven't checked out anyone in a while. My monitor has done that. Oh no, it's okay. It's just gone dark. I thought the monitor had died again. I don't know what's going on with the monitor. What about... Let's just head over to I mean, we're all friendly faces, but let's head over to one of my favourite places to be, but no. I was going to say, we keep raiding. Okay. Raided Sphere a lot. Okay, let's... You will never know where one of my favourite places to be is until the next time. Let's head over to... What about if we say hi words? This isn't that hard. You see, I need food. This is why the decision is hard. Let's head over to Losse. I saw her do a TwitchCon talk. I need food. And they are lovely. They're playing Fields of Mystery. I am very tempted to stream Fields of Mystery soon. I haven't decided yet, but it's a little bit tempting. So let's head over to her. She's a little bit chaotic, a little bit cozy. Well, actually a lot cozy, quite a lot chaotic. Really good mix. So let's head over and say hi to her. And I will see you all soon. See you Thursday. Tomodachi Life. I will have been to the gym, so if you think I'm hungry today, you just wait until I'm streaming straight after the gym. It's going to be wild. I'll make sure I have more snacks in the house. Raiding over to the fridge. Yeah, I need my food. Take care, everyone. And honestly, it's been so nice to be back. It's really, really nice return. So thank you all. See you all soon.
Sunshine, which is Japanese host, and